We rolling? We are. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to SCP Containment Breach. Now, I would like to start this off by apologizing for the bundle upload from the other day, because my mind was rushing. It was in a tizzy because I've been trying to sort out some things on my end, you know, trying to improve myself and plan things out and whatnot, you know, getting back into things that I had slipped away from. And I'd forgotten to upload an episode of Kingdom Hearts Recoded on Friday. I planned to do a video of the Planet Crafter on Saturday. And also, you know, the weekly checkup on Saturday. Like, I think I had overplanned just a little bit, and I realized I needed to take a moment to reflect, step back, let things settle, figure out what I want to do, what I want to get done. My friend Tay, bless his heart, suggested that I should do, what was it? Needs first. It was like needs first, wants later kind of priority. No, needs first, wants second. And I guess wanting to explore more of SCP Containment Breach was definitely part of that need, because the game is, you know, it's nostalgic, it's iconic, it's legendary. And after I completed the game last time, I did complete it on the Dirty Metal map seed, which gave me more luck and kind of, you know, blessed me with having rooms close together that I needed. What I want to do is I want to do a true modded run, but with a randomly generated seed, and I want to see if I can find all the bits and pieces of lore that I can collect, and see what I come across. This will be without cheats. I'm going to play on Euclid difficulty, because Euclid means I can only save at certain save monitors. I have a lot of mods here that I actually need to turn on. So you can take a look here while I cycle through these. You can pause the video if you want to take a look. I had to disable cut content because apparently it was seriously buggy. I think I'm gonna turn off elevator music because I tried it last time and it startled the crap out of me. So we'll activate these. And then we'll reload the game. There we are. So yeah, I think after this video, I'm gonna be kind of unwinding, taking a little break for a little bit of a while, so I can focus on the things I wanted to get done outside of recording games. Cause I'd been letting myself get way too distracted for way too long. And it's about time I take back control of that. To be completely honest, I've actually kind of been studying the inner workings of how the different SCPs work, and, you know, strategies on how to maximize the most time I have before something happens or before I do something stupid. It all comes down to backing up saves, utilizing certain situations to my advantage, making the most of whatever I learned about any new SCPs, stuff like that. What I really want to do is see how many documents I can find, how many bits of lore I can find, and actually, like, interact with whatever I can. The only problematic SCP that I'll eventually be facing is SCP-049, the Plague Doctor, because he never stops stalking you once he is out and about. So I have kind of a plan on how I want to go about this. Now, this may end up longer than the other SCP video, I don't know, but I really want to see what I can come across. I cannot guarantee that I'll find everything, but I really want to try. So we'll see if the map generation is going to be kind to me. Let's begin. SCP-860 is a dark blue key of unremarkable shape. At seemingly random intervals of time, a series of numbers will appear on the key's blade. These were later found to be UTM coordinates. 860 can fit and unlock any traditional door lock that requires a key in... Okay. When it's used to unlock and open a door, the door does not lead into its usual destination. Instead, it opens into a small forest clearing, designated as 860-1. And what was the third one? Is it going to tell me? That requires a key located in the area of the given coordinates. Also of note, I also turned on the subtitles. I wonder if I should... I also plan on making use of the white and black hands, severed hands.
Control, this is Agent Ulgrin. I need a request to open up cell 311. Copy that.
Hey, they've got some work for you. Do me a favor and step out of your cell. Just follow me. Oh, and by the way, we're authorized to kill any disobedient test subjects, so don't try anything stupid.
Oh, before I forget. There we go.
Attention. Maintenance. Crew. Echo. Report to. Service. Tunnel. A.
Man, I'm hungry. Hey, today's pizza day down at the cafeteria, right?
Actually, I think it's tuna casserole.
Oh, god damn it. Well, my day's ruined. The only reason I still come here is for the pizza. I don't know what it is about that pizza, but it's delicious. Tuna casserole, on the other hand, is a disgusting abomination, and it should be locked up in here with the rest of these freaks.
Tired.
Okay.
Freshly brewed coffee is served at the cafeteria at all hours.
Well, we're here. Just get in there and follow all the instructions, and you'll probably be fine. Oh, and by the way...
Oh, jeez. If the closed captions get annoying, I'll turn them off.
Please enter the containment chamber.
I wanted to go for Ultimate Edition, but Steam Workshop mods are not compatible.
SCP-173 for testing.
Not all of them, anyway. Maybe I'll give that another go another day.
Seems to be a problem with the door control system. The door isn't responding to any of our attempts to close it. So please maintain direct eye contact with SCP-173.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, now you're concerned.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Well, he's dead.
Keep your eyes on it.
Ugh. So now, we'll see what happens. Oh wow, that's 666's room. Loud roar! So we have roughly...
Attention. All personnel report to immediately.
Alright, so we have roughly 13 to 17 minutes from the moment we exit the first rooms, I think this one, maybe, before 106 shows up. So, we gotta make the most of every second we have. That's for damn sure. We have a level 1 keycard for a start, which is a pretty good start. So we're gonna have to play it safe, and be very careful. First priority, get a level 2 keycard, head straight for 914's chamber. Get some gas masks and shit on the way. Oh wow. Oh wow. Now that's some good luck. Now we go back and we save, just to ensure that our progress is safe and sound. A golden rule I follow is, I do not read documents until 106 is secured. Because it's, you know, it's risky, it's dangerous. You can't just sit around and read. Not while he could appear at any moment. $372. This is actually vital, because... Haha! I knew it! And I can save right here. Hey, you were at the security meeting this morning, weren't you? Don't tell me you skipped it again, and now you need me to give you this week's door code. This time it wasn't entirely my fault. I hadn't received my new personal code for some reason, and I had to get up there and get it myself. You have no idea how many hoops they made me jump through before they finally gave it to me. I can only imagine. This new security protocol is even more of a clusterfuck than the one before. Tell me about it. But anyway, the code? I don't want to go through the maintenance tunnels again. Don't tell me you actually went through the maintenance tunnels just to get past that security door. Yeah, I did. And I don't want to do that again. That place is a maze, and whoever designed it should be fed to 682. So, the code? Actually, we're no longer allowed to send any security codes through the intranet, which you'd know if you had been at the meeting. I'll stop by in an hour and tell you the code. This is getting ridiculous. Franklin apparently isn't familiar with the concept of encryption. I mentioned it at the meeting. We are not going to take any chances until this overload is over and everything is back to normal. I guess he has a point. He does. Anyway, I have some work to do now. See you in an hour, or so. That is so creepy. I am the cure. Yeah, you're also death incarnate. Death and life incarnate. I don't need that. What I need? Gas mask. Clipboard? No. Damn. But hey, I got a gas mask. That's always valuable. Now, the black severed hand is pretty good because it allows for shortcuts through all kinds of places in the facility. We just have to be very careful. Light testing chamber 2B. That was disturbing. That's also level 2. And a document. I need a clip before I even mess with that. Do I even want to... No, I don't. Clipboard! Wait. The sooner we find 914, the better.
I think the shortest way out is through the southeast wing. Follow me.
Did you hear that? I hope it wasn't me.
Oh, double kill. That was nasty. Gotta be careful, though. We don't want to end up, wasting too much time on a, you know, dead end. I see you found yourself a nice cowbell. Can I have it? Oh. Well, I'll get level 3 in no time. So yeah, I should mention, actually I'm gonna go this way first. I should mention, the grid layout is 100 by 100. Much bigger than the typical 16 by 16 that we commonly get. I know that in there is also another save monitor if I need it. So let's make the most and find 914 as soon as possible. The nice thing about playing on Euclid is using screens for save monitors for screens effectively means I have more control over I gotta try. Oh, damn. There's a white severed hand in there somewhere. Oh, fucking fuck. Ah, I hate it when they do that. Did I just looped around. Alright, loaded back. That was not helpful. Not sure if that means, No, I'm gonna go this way instead. I don't know how I managed to... Oh, wait, no. I wanna go this way. Oh! The bug. Okay, no, I have to go this way. The bug. The bug. Yeah, okay, so this way was just... It was mostly just a big ol' circle. I didn't go this way. Actually, I don't think batteries actually do come in handy unless they're 9 volt. Now, I will say this. It's vital to know that... Wait. First of all, it's fine for me to reload, especially, like, since it's useful for helping me tell where I should and should not go, because until 1 of 6 is contained, every second counts. Ha! It's vital. Checkpoint lockdown, so this way's new. Security bulkhead. Figures. I wonder. Nope. The black hand is mostly used for, Oh, another clipboard. I wonder if I should... I mean, I do also need room for night vision goggles, but I can always drop another battery. You know what? I'll take it. Why not? I've also been thinking maybe I should, like, take another step up in video editing and, like, placing chapters so that it's easier to track where and when something new happens. Maybe? Surveillance room! Wait, if I go in there... oh no. If I go in there now, 049's gonna come after my ass. But hey, at least I know where it is. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. I'll find 914 eventually. I know it. There's 1162. I don't know why I tried to open that with a key card. Ooh, what level does this need? Level 4. Something of value in there, though. Did I just... I didn't just go in a circle, did I? Ooh. SCP-096. Nothing else really in here. Over here? 099. I forget what 099 is. Oh, geez. I guess I did get a mod that changes the signs a bit. Checkpoint lockdown. Okay, so nothing good this way. Already been there. Man. Where is 914? At the very least, with enough experience, I'll know where not to go. Jeez, the breathing. Wait, this is new. Achievement unlocked. Recursive spatial phenomenon. Oh, hey. I actually have not been this way yet. Beautiful. Okay. See, now we're getting somewhere. At the very least. Yep, haven't been this way yet. There you are. The hell's happening? What do you mean? Are you talking about that 106 incident earlier? Of course I am. Franklin knows we are not cut out for this shit. What does he think he's doing? This facility is not even meant for 106. It wasn't Franklin that ordered the SCPs to be moved over here, you know? I've gotta go. I'll be presumably over soon or over later or whatever. Okay. Now, in we go! First things first. Wait. No. There we go. And then we set it to very fine. drop these batteries. Beautiful. Haha! You see? Absolute perfection. No, grab it. I hear you. Okay, so we just need to get this key card to level 4. We can turn our first aid kits and radio into fine radios. I don't know what happened with my voice there. All right. So I need the white hand too. So let's see. We'll put first aid kits on fine. Now, there is something I need to note. Going into 106's pocket dimension may allow me to find a burnt note, which may be crucial, but I can also go into the pocket dimension if I turn a first aid kit into a strange bottle. It has a chance to kill me, but it also may have a chance to take me to the pocket dimension. At least, I think it said something like that on the wiki. So, I tried looking at what would happen if I turned the first aid kit into a strange bottle to enter the pocket dimension, and I actually tried it, and it turns out, if I do so, 106 will immediately appear and kill me. I think it's because if 106 is actively hunting me, like, when he appears in the facility and, like, follows me to grab me, that gives me ample time because I don't know, for some reason the strange bottle just instantly triggers his insta-kill mode, and I don't even manage to walk 5 steps before he kills me. So, we may need to rely on letting him capture us, and then we see what the burnt note says, and then I can just reload. Now, I know that reloading is, you know, kind of a cheatsy way to do it, but I want to be able to get through this without losing as much as I can, because this isn't merely just about playing the game. This is about the lore hunt as well. So, yeah. Alright, so if I turn that onto fine, I need to put all this on fine. Yeah. I need to put all 3 on fine. The strange bottle does have a chance to heal, and funny enough, it actually did, I actually got in a loop of constantly being healed, which is funny because it has a 25% chance to do that. So I might include those clips to show you what happened. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna have to make a backup save. But alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the strange bottle to try and take me to the pocket dimension. And then I can load back to another save to before I turn it into a strange bottle. Because I'm definitely gonna need these. So, in the pocket dimension is a burnt note that has a kind of code. And if I can grab that code, it randomizes with every seed, but not with every entrance into the pocket dimension. So, this might kill me or do something. We'll find out. Well, I didn't expect it to do that. Take 2. Take 3? You feel much better. Okay, so it does actually change. One of these is gonna kill me. Can you stop healing me? I'm literally taking my medicine, damn it. Maybe it didn't hear me clearly enough. Please take me to the pocket dimension. Well, that's not what I wanted. We will do this. If I stop feeling much better. You know, this actually could be better use instead of a first aid kit, but I would have to make it to a save screen first, because I don't know how much a first aid kit recovers, but I am fairly certain the the strange bottle actually heals more, but it does have a risk of RNG to it to balance it out. Aha! Oh. Please don't tell me this is exactly how you're gonna do this to me. Like, really. We'll set this to fine. Let's see. Hey! That's arguably the best thing we can get. Really, it is. Oh. You know, I kind of forgot I was playing on Euclid, which means... Well, I didn't forget I was playing on Euclid, but apparently Euclid difficulty actually lowers the chance of me actually... Well, that was creepy. It lowers the chance of me actually getting the level 3 card to level 4 card to roughly 6%. But I'm not giving up. There we go. Next run after that, last clip. Alright. We good. It's over here. Oh, 002. I'll come check you out later. Wait. Wait a minute. This. Ooh, baby. Say goodbye to level 4. And hello to level 5. No night vision goggles or nothing else? Well, whatever. You take what you can get. Alright. Let's go back to 914, honestly. Ah, oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Ooh, that was not nice. Oh, wait. Oh, I definitely should. I definitely should. You know what? Why not? Might as well. And the Jade ring. Definitely gonna need that. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, this is what I thought was gonna happen. Just keep going. feeling this is gonna happen. Alright, we lost him. Oh. Just where I wanted to be. Nope. To Dr. Hart from to Dr. Hart from Dr. L. Here's the revised version of the arrangement. We were unable to interpret some of the symbols, and the instruments were basically just guesses, but otherwise it should be fairly close to the original score. We carried out 3 listening tests. The test logs were sent to you this morning, and it appears that the score has no mimetic or anomalous properties. Received file 012 on Mount Golgotha. Interesting. Okay. I need to be able to grab that other severed hand. I need both. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright. Now we back away. So now, we have both hands. Beauty. Now let's find 914. Nope, pick it up. To Agent Harn from Agent Wilkinson. Nice friggin' sight. I got lost 4 times just trying to find the main security hub. What the hell is with this place? To Agent Wilkinson from Agent Harn. I tried to warn you. It was a modular design theory command cooked up. Set sections installed as needed and where needed. It was supposed to make expansion and recovery a lot easier, but it didn't really catch on. You'll get lost a couple times, but you'll figure it out. Security bulkhead. Let me just... Now that is a thing of beauty. Both hands can come in handy, because, I hear you. I don't know where you are. That's what freaks me out the most. I don't actually know where you are. You could appear out of nowhere. I'll take that. I'll take this. Don't know what these other 2 were. Not that it matters. Come on. Eh. It'll give more protection, even if it kind of caps my stamina a bit. Alright. This right here, this is our golden setup. Something else I can try is letting 106 capture me. I go into the pocket dimension, get the burnt note code, and then reload. That's something else I can do. I lost him earlier, but I'm sure he'll be back at any moment. Well, any minute. So, might as well make use of that. I got that. Like, the Jade ring is also helpful because 1499 is not going to exactly protect me against the Plague Doctor. It might... Oh, hey, perfect timing. You know what? I already backed up my saves, so I'm gonna... I'm gonna let you catch me now. Come on. Come here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh! You followed me. Come here. Yeah, laugh it up. I need to find the burnt note. Here somewhere. I think he also does, like, a clockwise patrol before he comes to kill me, so I'll have to be fast. There it is. $9947.
This is a dream. The last dream you may ever have. For nightmares are coming.
Creepy. Okay, the code is 9947. Alright, good to know. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, I think our next step should be maybe heading over towards the heavy containment zone, which means I will indeed have to rush past the Plague Doctor, but there's a save in there, so it's not a problem. A Decayed March. Alright, you come here. I'm on a mission. $18, $19, $20. Should be safe. Let's see. Slightly weaker, but I made it. Over here. $135. Wait. I need to actually find a proper safe to save first. This could be good. I can't see a fucking thing. That's more like it. Oh wait, 7B, not where I need to go. That's where I need to go. Perfect. Can't waste any time.
Please let me go.
Sorry, buddy. It has to be this way. I'm sorry. Get ready. I think he's in. Beautiful. So now we got the code, and we don't have to worry about him anymore. Amazing. Oh. Let's see. Autopsy report, case SCP-006-0204. Autopsy prepared by Dr. Such and such. The body is that of a poorly nourished adult male measuring 174 centimeters in length and weighing approximately 68 kilograms. The body exhibits severe signs of decomposition inconsistent with the 1-hour post-mortem interval. The state of decay is more akin to several weeks of exposure. The skin is mottled with a grayish-black discoloration covering 90% of the body surface. The texture is leathery and desiccated. Large sections of skin and underlying tissue are missing, exhibiting a melted or corroded appearance, particularly around the shoulders, torso, and upper thighs. These lesions are consistent with contact with SCP-106's corrosive secretions. Gross. But he's not our problem anymore. And now I can go find some place to heal. Yeah, I see you. We also have not had contact with 966, so that's good. At least I hope not. Absolute perfection. Let's grab 020's document. So, because I never released the lockdown, 049 never appeared, which could be vital. So once I'm in a safe place and I've gathered enough documents, I'll give them a read. I need to heal, though. Now, I gotta be careful about entering 966's place. Alright, got my saves backed up, which is good. Very good. So, what's over here? Oh, I thought I could go in there. Oh. Oh, this is new. Oh, jeez. I can't see anything, but it's new. I guess this is just for looks. I guess. SCP-096. The Shy Guy. Now, if I run into 966, it is going to drain my, stamina. SCP-500 can counter that. Oh. SCP-500 can counter that, but I want to make sure that I only use it for crucial emergencies. Because I only got one. I can always find another, but even then I only got one. It does do more than a typical healing kit. Wait, speaking of healing kits, I think there's one right down here. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Easing the pain slightly. Yeah, see, it's something, but it's not enough. But it's definitely something. So I guess, even if I died now, since it wasn't much, I wouldn't have to worry too much about finding another... Oh, uh-oh. That also kind of scared me. Just keep away. Just don't go in there and we'll be fine. Never go in there unless we absolutely have to. Oh, fucking fuck. That actually... God damn it. Ugh. See? Black hand. Useful. So there are Tesla gates in here. Good to know. Oh. Maybe it was a good idea to come in here after all. Does this really do any better? Okay. What's this? Oh. The architect. Oh, it's you! And then you vanish, you're gone. I did not like that sound. No. Yes. No. Oh, that's what the Jade ring looks like. Oh. No. Storage area 6. Well, I can just go in here. Oh, no. What are you? That startled the crap out of me. It's harmless. It's harmless, don't get me wrong, but that scared the fuck out of me. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful. I need to find another save screen stat. Oh, jeez, Christ.
Oh, God. How did he get out? Oh, shit. No. I saw it. Get away from me.
Well, that was disturbing. But hey, at least if I die, I know that there's... Okay, well... Nothing really gained from going that way. I guess this is where 096 was supposed to be. Nothing in here. Oh, 35. There's not a save monitor in there, so I need to find one before I mess with that. Maintenance tunnel. The face is completely motionless, but it is making direct eye contact, indicating its awareness of D8432. Maintenance tunnel. I think the lockdown is still in the... lockdown is still in effect, so... maybe I can get back if I get to the other side. I see why he didn't want to come down here. Oh! Crap almighty. I mean, this is a tough decision. Great. And let me...
I was dumb for a moment there.
Well, you are. Because I'm not coming back. Unless I need the pill. Okay. So, I don't think there's any easy way out of here unless I go through the maintenance tunnels. At the very least, 049 isn't after me. But still. The maintenance tunnels seem like the only way forward. The main base of operations of the insurgency is unknown, as are its leaders. This organization is directly antagonistic to the Foundation. Personnel are made to be aware of possible raids, terrorist attempts, and spies from the insurgency, and notify command about any strange behavior of fellow personnel. The Chaos Insurgency is a splinter group of the Foundation, created by a rogue cell that went AWOL with several highly useful SCPs in 1924. The main base of operations of this insurgency is unknown, as are its leaders. This organization is directly antagonistic to the Foundation, coming to clash over SCPs several times. Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna have to trust that I know where I'm going. But the thing is, I really don't. Could take ages to find that elevator. If you can't see a thing, don't worry. I really can't either. But I have to try. I have to try. Otherwise, I'm never getting back to the other area. The other side. Presumably where 008 awaits. I'm assuming there's like a glowing button that'll tell me, hey, this is an elevator. If I get that message again, I'll know I ran into 966. Which is practically a guarantee down here. When I can't stay! Oh wait, there we go. Well, I'm glad it stands out in the dark. I gotta find that code, because I really don't want to go down here. Ever. Mm-hmm. I can turn this back down. Maybe I dropped it somewhere and forgot to pick it up. Maybe. That's always a possibility, knowing me. Which, if that's the case, would really suck. Aha! Okay. I had to go back and earlier save. 9841. I mean, why not, right? Wonder if I can... Oh. I may need another clipboard. Or maybe I can actually, like, read these to make more room. Maybe I should. As long as nothing else is in here with me. I don't think it is anyway. Let's see. Incident report SCP-008A-0023. Found wandering the site alongside 1048. Subject resembles a teddy bear in similar size and shape to SCP-1048, but it's made entirely out of human ears. Dr. Carver is called to the scene, as well as a small security team. The security team arrives first, and attempted to contain 1048A. Subject emits a high-pitched shriek that inflicted intense pain in the eyes and ears of anyone in a 10-meter radius. Ear-like growths immediately began growing on those within 5 meters of the subject, and covering their bodies in less than... Oh, Jesus. Within redacted seconds. Every person afflicted with this symptom died within blank, resulting in the deaths of blank personnel. Let's see. 1048 and 1048A flee the scene before Dr. Carver arrives. A cleaning team is dispatched and site operations resume. Possibly related notes. Autopsies on the affected security personnel revealed the cause of death to be asphyxiation caused by an abundance of ear-like growths manifesting in the mouths and trachea of all victims. A researcher is discovered missing an ear. He claims it was removed through unknown means while he was sleeping. No other incidents of personnel losing ears have been documented since. It is unclear whether or not SCP-1048A obtained the ears from another source, or if it is capable of duplicating found objects or materials. Further study encouraged. Schedule an appointment if any Level 3 researchers need a testing grant. Dr. Guerra. And this is 1048A. Let's see. It's Keter class. The whereabouts of SCP-1048 are currently unknown, though it is still believed to be somewhere in site. Redacted. Subject is to be secured for containment, but any creation of SCP-1048 should be destroyed on site, unless further evidence warrants less extreme actions. No teddy bears are to be allowed in site blank to prevent any confusion or mistaken identity. SCP-1048 is a small teddy bear, approximately 33 centimeters in height. Through testing, composition of the subject revealed no unusual qualities that make it discernible from a non-sapient teddy bear. Subject is capable of moving of its own accord, and can communicate through a small range of gestures. Attempts at direct communication with SCP-1048 have not been considered successful. Though it is capable of simple gestures to indicate a yes or no answer, it will often not react to lines of questioning concerning its nature or where it originated from. It is not known if this is because 1048 simply does not know the answers, or because it does not want to answer. Though capable of drawing pictures, it has not used its art as a form of communication beyond showing affection, even when encouraged to do so. The more anomalous behavior of SCP-1048 was not observed until approximately 7 months after it was originally secured. It is hypothesized that the subject is able to construct crude replicas of itself using various materials, by a process that is yet to be observed directly by Foundation staff. Dr. Carver has suggested that 1048 uses its endearing qualities to lull those around it into a false sense of security, allowing it to collect materials to produce these creations. The nature of these creations has been in stark contrast to SCP-1048's general behavior, as all have exhibited extreme violence toward humans. Oh jeez. We're gonna be here a while, by the way, so, I'll probably have a chapter marked of me reading this, but I did say I wanted to go after the lore. Let's see. Dr. Blank test log. 1 kilogram of steel, setting rough. Pile of steel chunks of various sizes appearing to be cut by laser. 1 kilogram of steel, setting 1-1. 1 kilogram of steel screws is the output. The input, 1 kilogram of steel on fine. 1 kilogram of steel carpet tacks. 1 kilogram of steel on very fine. Several gases that dissipated into the air quickly, and 1 gram of an unknown metal, resistant to heat of 50,000 degrees, impossible to bend or break with any force, and a near-perfect conductor of electricity. 1 white mouse, we get 1 brown mouse. 1 chimp... Oh. 1 chimp, badly mutilated corpse, showing signs of crushing and cutting with high heat. As a reminder to all staff, no organic matter is to be entered into SCP-914 at any time. Please follow standard review procedures in regards to input boot checklists to prevent any and all accidents. We do not wish a repeat of the spider steel wire incident of last week. Oh. That's... okay. SCP-914. Safe. SCP-914 is to be kept in research cell redacted with 2 guard personnel on duty at all times. Any researchers entering redacted are to be accompanied by at least 1 guard for the entirety of testing. A full list of tests to be carried out must be given to all guard personnel on duty. Any deviation from this list will result in termination of testing, forcible removal of personnel from blank, and formal discipline at Site Command's discretion. SCP-914 is a large clockwork device weighing several tons and covering an area of 18 square meters, consisting of screw drives, belts, pulleys, gears, springs, and other clockwork. It is incredibly complex, consisting of over 8 million moving parts comprised mostly of tin and copper, with some wooden and cloth items observed. Observation and probing have shown no electronic assemblies or any form of power other than the mainspring under the selection panel. 2 large boots are connected via copper tubes to the main body of SCP-914, labeled Intake and Output. Between them is a copper panel with a large knob with a small arrow attached. The words Rough, Coarse, 1-1, Fine, and Very Fine are positioned at points around the knob. Below the knob is a large key that winds the mainspring. If an object is placed in the intake booth, the knob is turned to any position and the key wound up. If an object is placed in the intake booth, the knob is turned to any position and the key wound up, SCP-914 will refine the object in the booth. No energy is lost in the process, and the object appears to be in stasis until the object output booth door is opened. Intense observation and testing have not shown how SCP-914 accomplishes this, and no test object has ever been observed inside SCP-914 during the refining process. Well, we have kind of an idea. I mean, it uses potentially crushers and lasers and high heat and whatnot. It has to use like a collective of something that allows it to refine or undo. Dr. L's note. I don't know why I'm bothering. I'm the only one alive anymore. I think. Or maybe just sane. Or am I even that much at this point? I feel like I have to leave something. Some shard of myself behind. I've seen the others. I know I'll most likely not even leave a body. So maybe that's what this is. Slivering myself off, leaving breadcrumbs of my brain scattered and tattered. I keep hearing things in the dark. It's almost worse than what's in light. I taste metal. You're probably tasting blood. I mean, blood is, you know, very high in iron. And iron, as we know, SCP-008, iron, as we know, is metallic. Seemingly nothing more than the green Jade ring, SCP-008 has been shown to be able to expand and contract to perfectly fit the finger of anyone who touches it, though this is the least important of its properties. SCP-008 only changes size when touched by a new subject. Exhaustion, compulsion to rest or sleep. Within minutes of putting on SCP-008, wearers report feeling worn out, physically and mentally exhausted. Subjects suffer from severely impaired reaction times. A normally sharp, alert, and physically fit subject can have a hard time catching a slow-moving object thrown to them, even if warned and given ample time to prepare. Seemingly as part of the mental fatigue, anyone wearing SCP-008 claims that they think slowly, or it may even have trouble finding the words to adequately communicate that they cannot think as clearly as normal. As a dubious benefit of seemingly reduced mental capacity, wearers of SCP-008 show abnormally high resilience to mimetic and mental influences, particularly commands or immediate effects. Just as their minds block mimetic influences, the bodies of SCP-008 wearers slows and nullifies the effects of various chemicals on the body. Fully poisonous or toxic substances are generally not hindered, but those that specifically impede or enhance neural and/or nervous functions in some way, such as stimulants or sedatives, have very diminished effects. Yep, so basically what we do for handling the Plague Doctor. (427) The Lovecraftian Locket. SCP-427 is a small, spherical, ornately carved locket made of a polished silver material. The ornate carvings do not seem to serve any function. It is unknown whether SCP-427's outer casing was crafted by sentience or not. Its circumference at its widest point is roughly 3 centimeters. SCP-427 was created after placing a pill of SCP-500 in the input booth of SCP-914 and using the Find setting. It displays no unusual activity when closed. When opened, a small glowing orb is visible at the center. The orb emits no radiation or energy aside from the visible spectrum. And yes, I know there's a bloody handprint. When SCP-427 is opened and exposed to biological tissue, it rapidly regenerates cellular damage and somehow is able to purge invading compounds or infections. As a standard of measure, the common cold takes 3 to 10 days to be worked through the human immune system and eventually removed. In the presence of an opened SCP-427, this time is reduced to 2 to 4 minutes. Its healing abilities are directional, so anything not in line of sight with the center orb experiences no effects. However, long-term exposure produces a significant health hazard. The locket heals damage, or as the locket heals damage, it optimizes the body's natural system. Resistance to disease and toxins is increased by 500%. Accepted LD50 or death rate values after a total of redacted blank minutes of exposure, and 1,000 after blank. After blank minutes of exposure, muscular systems begin optimizing, increasing strength and pain tolerance by 200 to 300%. All other systems continue to optimize. Class D personnel exposed to the device for over blank began mutating into a shapeless mass of tissue? Ugh. The conversion... Wait. The conversion time accelerates from continued exposure to SCP-427. Oh. Ugh. But yeah, I did try this the last time I played around here, and unfortunately the effects are only active as long as you're wearing the locket. I thought if I wore it and took it off I could have boosted stamina or whatever, but no. SCP-1123, Don't Touch, the Atrocity Skull. To prevent degradation of SCP-1123 and its markings, it is to be kept in a hermetically sealed container in an argon gas atmosphere when not being tested. During testing and storage, light exposure should be limited to 50 lux, temperature between 20 and 24 degrees Celsius, and relative humidity at 55%. SCP-1123 should only be transported in its container and should not be handled except during a controlled experiment. It's a human skull missing the lower mandible and all its teeth. Across the exterior squama frontalis is modern Khmer script, written in human blood, that translates as "remember." Subjects at a distance of 1 meter will often report anomalous sensory phenomena, including smells, sounds, and tactile responses. When subjects touch the surface of SCP-1123, they will experience a dissociative fugue state. Initiation of the fugue state appears instantaneous and is not affected by cessation of contact with SCP-1123. Symptoms of the fugue persist for redacted minutes to redacted hours. The fugue is characterized by confusion, disorientation, and adoption of a new identity and memories which consist of knowledge, including language, previously unknown to the subject. During the fugue, the subject will lose all memories of their prior identity. Subjects have been shown various reactions to this, ranging from near catatonia to attempts to escape or attack Foundation personnel. As the fugue state subsides, the subject will regain memories of their prior identity, but will also retain memory of the new, imprinted identity and all the knowledge associated with it. Subjects have said that it was as if they lived an entire other life as some other person in the period between touching SCP-1123 and recovering from the fugue. Well, that's spooky. The Mulhausen Report. Or Mulhausen. SCP-002 was discovered in a small crater in northern Portugal where it struck the Earth from orbit. Encased in a shell of thick rock, the fleshy exterior of the object was exposed by the impact. A native farmer happened upon the site and reported his findings to the village elder. Subject gained SCP attention when a level 4 agent posted in the area detected a small something affected by the object. A collection squad of SCP yada yada. Mulhausen was immediately something where they quickly secured in a container and performed something recruited from the nearby whatever valley or venue into the structure, subsequently covering this deadly something. Mulhausen issued a level whatever witnesses to ensure no outsiders or outsides. Initiated its transport. During preparation for blank, personnel were inexplicably something. 2 immediately disappeared. Appeared as if the object nichings and was beginning an apartment room. General Mulhausen immediately ordered the requisition of several Class 3 hazmat suits for the remaining security team members, who proceeded to lift the container onto a waiting freight ship for transport to the SCP containment facility. Huh. SCP-002 is to remain connected to a suitable power supply at all times, to keep it in what appears to be a recharging mode. In case of electrical outage, the emergency barrier between the object and the facility is to be closed and the immediate area evacuated. No personnel below Level 3 are permitted within SCP-002. This requirement may be waived via written authorization from 2 off-site Level 4 administrators. It resembles a tumorous, fleshy growth with a volume of roughly 60 meters squared, or 20,000 feet squared. An iron valve hatch on one side leads to its interior, which appears to be a standard low-rent apartment of modest size. One wall of the room possesses a single window, though no such opening is visible from the exterior. The room contains furniture which, upon close examination, appears to be sculpted bone, woven hair, and various other biological substances produced by the human body. All matter tested thus far show independent or fragmented DNA sequences for each object in the room. Refer to the Mulhausen report for details related to object discovery. Weird. Dr. Alex note. I would like to hear again state that 106 is not, as is commonly believed, a basic predator on par with an advanced shark. SCP-106 is a sentient being, albeit a totally alien one. SCP-106 appears to be aware of several things beyond the scope of pure instinct and genetic memory. SCP-106 consistently breaches at moments where recovery and containment are most difficult. A fox may see his way out of a trap, but only a man will wait for his captors to look away to escape. Yeah, he's pretty intelligent. Recall protocol. In the event of a breach event by SCP-106, a human within the 10 to 25 years of age bracket will be prepped for recall, with the compromised containment cell being replaced and restored for use. When the cell is ready, the lore subject will be strapped on the platform inside the cell, after which the cell is locked and sealed. In order to let SCP-106 inside the cell, the ELO IID electromagnets must be powered down before initiating the recall protocol. As of redacted date, an automatic hydraulic press, the fever breaker, is used to injure the... Oh my god. Is used to injure the lore subject. The sound emitted by said subject will be transmitted over the site public address system. Once SCP-106 has entered the cell, it must be lifted back up using the ELO IID electromagnets. Oh. So that's what it looks like inside. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. That is disturbing. Mobile task forces. Notable MTFs. I guess we can assume it's Site-19. The Foundation's line of work requires a large number of highly specialized professionals. This is usually related to SCPs that require much effort and an unorthodox approach for containment. To address this, mobile task forces are formed. MTFs are small teams, 10 to 20 operatives usually, though groups with more than 50 operatives are not unheard of, that specialize in specific roles or respond to specific situations. MTF Alpha-2, the Mailman. Site-wide inter-site supervision of SCP object transfers, ranging from Safe, Euclid, Keter, and Thaumiel. Wait. Thaumiel? A Thaumiel-class SCP is an anomaly that the Foundation specifically uses as a tool to contain or counteract other, typically more dangerous, anomalies. These are essentially the Foundation's secret weapons and are amongst the most highly classified objects in their possession. In the common locked box test used to define object classes, if an anomaly is the box, it is classified as Thaumiel. For example, we have SCP-2000, Deus Ex Machina, a massive subterranean facility used to repopulate Earth and restore human civilizations in the event of a world-ending K-class scenario. SCP-3000, Anantasesha, a colossal eel-like entity that secretes a substance used by the Foundation to produce high-grade amnestics from memory wiping. SCP-179, it's a very funky spelled word, just SCP-179. An entity orbiting the Sun that warns the Foundation of incoming extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional threats to Earth. Because of their immense value and the potential danger if they were misused or breached, knowledge of Thaumiel-class objects is typically restricted to the O5 Council and a few high-ranking personnel. Oh, interesting. Let's see, where was I? They are composed of logisticians, off-duty security, MTFs from various task forces, and off-duty researchers. They work closely with the ES or ENT service, logistics service, and the security department. Given the amount of Foundation sites that exist, they are considered the logistical backbone of the Foundation, and as such, they are one of the largest existing mobile task forces. We have MTF Row 4, Cloud 9. Prior to Epsilon 11's founding, Row 4 served as Site Blank's Disaster Mitigation Unit and Security Rapid Response Unit. They have been at large replaced by Epsilon 11 and were nearly entirely dissolved, but were instead repurposed as a small-scale, entirely security-based MTF unique to Site Redacted. They wear similar uniforms to the existing security personnel, but are better equipped for responding to emergencies. In the event of a large-scale disaster, they are to report directly to Epsilon 11. And then we have Epsilon 11, or E11, the Nine-Tailed Fox. Following several Chaos Insurgency raids on Site 15, Site 19, Site 35, Site 92, blank, Area 47, Area Redacted, and Redacted, Epsilon 11 was established as a quick reaction unit, trained and equipped to deal with large-scale containment breaches, Class D riots, and hostile raids. Epsilon 11 operatives are widely considered some of the best amongst the Foundation's task forces. Cool. Well, that's probably not good for me anyway. Oh yeah, I got another one of those for some reason. I can hear him. Can you? Listen, I swear he's on the inner side of the wall, listening. I can hear his teeth. They sing like a power line, pitched to make your bones squeak. I wish he would just kill me. Kill them. No, the report lies. Lies to the bone. He doesn't kill anyone. Not really. They die later. Die of wounds, or additions, or tensions. But no. He pulls them into his box and hurts them, then makes the maze. He cradled someone in barbed wire, touching them while they try to scream through a shredded tongue. He owns the rules there. He's God there. The all-in-one. What if it's here too? Making all this just to torture it. Make an ant farm just to have targets for the magnifying glass. My molar fell out. It was black. I don't have it anymore. Will you, won't you? Won't you, will. He is slow because he has time. Endless time. The group unconscious, the fear of the lean, cruel, and powerful. Is he it? Or the son of that feeling? You may outrun him. Run around. Run, and it means no. He just keeps going, coming, watching, smiling. I hate this place. My home is gone, and I hate this, and I hate. That didn't make any fucking sense at all, but that was something. 035. SCP-035 is to be kept within a hermetically sealed glass case no fewer than 10 centimeters or 4 inches thick. This case is said to be contained within a steel, iron, and lead shielded room at all times. No fewer than 2 armed guards are to be posted at any time. A trained psychologist is to remain on site at all times. Anyone who comes into contact with SCP-035 when it is in possession of a host is to be given an immediate psychological evaluation. SCP-035 appears to be a white porcelain comedy mask, although at times it will change to tragedy. A highly corrosive and degenerative viscous liquid constantly seeps from the eye and mouth holes of SCP-035. Anything coming into contact with the substance slowly decays over a period of time, until it has decayed completely into a pool of the original contaminant. Glass seems to react the slowest to the effects of the item, hence the construction choice of its immediate container. Subjects within 1.5 to 2 meters, or 5 to 6 feet, of SCP-035, or in visual contact with it, experience a strong urge to put it on. When SCP-035 is placed on the face of an individual, an alternate brainwave pattern from SCP-035 overlaps that of the original host, effectively snuffing it out and causing brain death to the subject. Subject then claims to be the consciousness contained within SCP-035. Psychological analysis has discovered that SCP-035 to possess a highly manipulative highly manipulative nature, capable of forcing sudden and profound changes to interviewers' psychological state. SCP-035 has proven to be highly sadistic, prompting some to commit suicide. And then we got a code, 2411. Don't worry. I'm marking the video files where I find a code. 035 Addendum. In light of the mass suicide homicide of the members of the research team tasked with translating the passages garnered from 035's containment cell, the morale damage in the area, and general loss of staff dealing with SCP-035 to either death or insanity, it has been decided to coat the inner and outer walls of its containment cell with SCP-148 in order to hopefully block out the high levels of negativity being emitted by SCP-035. What is 148? Okay, so SCP-148 is known as the telekill alloy, and it basically protects from psychological or mental manipulative effects, kind of like the one that 012, the bad composition, causes. You know, the way it causes people to want to approach it and use their own blood to write its composition. Yeah, the telekill alloy is used to protect staff from that effect. At least if you turn it into an ingot. Let's see, Addendum. The use of SCP-148 has worked well, causing morale and suicide rates to return to near pre-SCP-035 rates. However, the material appears to facilitate the negativity within the cell, causing a veritable greenhouse effect inside. Personnel inside the cell have stated that they feel a heavy sense of dread, fear, anger, and general depression, as well as hearing constant, nearly inaudible whispering upon immediate entry. A prolonged stay causes severe migraines, suicidal tendencies, heavy hemorrhaging of blood vessels around the eyes and inside the mouth and nose, general hostility to others, and for the whispering to increase to almost deafening volumes, intersected by constant mocking laughter. Exposure of more than 3 hours inevitably results in the subject falling into a deep psychosis and attempting to harm either themselves or others. The presence of blood in both word and diagram formations has increased disproportionately, the walls becoming cluttered and the formations beginning to overlap each other. The substance has proven to be both difficult to clean and even more corrosive than was originally recorded, with a pH of roughly 2.4. General estimation gives the current walls a life of 2 months before they will need replacement. Here we go. We were just talking about 012. Special containment procedure. SCP-012 is to be kept in a darkened room at all times. If the object is exposed to light or seen by personnel using a light frequency other than infrared, remove personnel for mental health screening and immediate physical. Object is to be encased in an iron-shielded box suspended from the ceiling with a minimum clearance of 2.5 meters from the floor, walls, and any openings. 012 was retrieved by archaeologist K.M. Sandoval during the excavation of a northern Italian tomb destroyed in a recent storm. The object, a piece of handwritten musical score entitled On Mount Golgotha, part of a larger set of sheet music, appears to be incomplete. The red-black ink was later found to be human blood from multiple subjects. Following initial investigations, multiple test subjects were allowed to access to the score. In every case, the subjects mutilated themselves in order to use their own blood to finish the piece, resulting in subsequent symptoms of psychosis and massive trauma. Those subjects who managed to finish this section of the piece immediately committed suicide, declaring the piece to be impossible to complete. Attempts to perform the music have resulted in a disagreeable cacophony, with each instrumental part having no correlation or harmony with the other instruments. Disturbing. And here we go for the last one for now. 1162. A hole in the wall. A 1162 ARC is currently contained in a standard 5x5x5 meter chamber at Site Redacted. I think this is actually Site 16. It must be activated at least once weekly to prevent a containment breach. If it is not activated, it randomly shifts location. 1162 ARC is currently a hole in a cinder block wall of containment chamber at Site Redacted. It measures approximately 14.5 centimeters across and has a variable depth which changes based on the current user. A portion of cinder block is currently visible through the hole, however no light source has been able to illuminate any portion of the interior beyond that. The hole always appears to be dark. It's activated when a sentient being reaches into the hole to the depth that the girth of their arm allows, at which point their fingers touch a solid surface similar in feel to the current location of 1162. And they discover an item small enough to fit through the hole below their fingertips. These items have sometimes been recognized as something that the user has lost, or was searching for at some point during their life. However, upon retrieval of the item, another item will vanish from the person of the subject. In addition, any object placed into SCP-1162 ARC will disappear as soon as it is no longer in contact with a person. If it is not activated at least once every 168 hours, it will randomly shift location to another stone, concrete, or brick wall or floor within a radius not yet shown to exceed 2,000 kilometers. The previous hull remains but shows no abnormal properties. Attempts to destroy or view it from behind have caused an immediate shift in location, regardless of the time since the last shift. They forgot to mention the fact that if you don't have an item to give it, it will take your arm off. Not very nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, well, now we've cleaned out our clipboard, so that's cool. Oh, that's cute. $513. Oh, that's the cowbell. Yoink. I'll pick up other stuff and then read that in a bit. I'm not touching that cowbell. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I love how there's just a big-ass hole there, too. Might as well. Oh, wait, what? Oh! Well, this is perfect timing. Alright. Drop that. I see you over there. Oh. I know you're over there. You can't fool me. I ain't stupid. Alright. Blink. Oh. Ow. Okay. That was dumb. Can I blink from here? Yep. Wait, what's that say? Let's see. Incineration system failure. Irradiation system failure. Unknown client, please state your identity and the reason to the denial. In case this message goes through, evacuating 008 surveillance room, incineration and Evacuating 008 surveillance room. Incineration and irradiation systems not functional. Apparently disabled by an unknown client. Do not enter 008's chamber before it has been confirmed safe. Well, it's safe now. Thanks to me. Alright. You big peanut. I will catch you later. So now, 008's been taken care of. Wow, I didn't realize he was all the way over here. What luck. We're gonna turn them all to very fine. We're gonna turn them on to... Wait. I'm honestly amazed that I managed to get past having to deal with 049. Yes! This is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. And you'll see why. No, not that. Alright, that's gonna be enough for 4 drinks. Ooh, another document. Don't mind if I do. I might as well read these real quick. The SCP-513. The cowbell. SCP-513 is to be suspended in a 1 cubic meter block of gelatin and contained within a soundproofed, climate-controlled cell. This gelatin must be inspected daily for any degradation or loss of integrity. An emergency inspection will be carried out immediately following any earthquake, explosion, or sonic event grade 2 or higher. Personnel performing the inspection are to wear earplugs and active noise-canceling earmuffs at all times while inside its cell. Physically, SCP-513 is an unremarkable rusty cowbell. No marks or engravings are visible on its surface due to the large amount of corrosion. Attempts to remove the rust chemically or mechanically have had no success. Any noise produced by SCP-513 immediately induces strong anxiety in all sentient beings who hear it, regardless of their previous mental status. Exposure victims report feelings of being watched by an unseen entity, and present elevated heart rates and blood pressure. Roughly, redacted after exposure victims begin to catch glimpses of SCP-5131 when opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing other actions that result in a sudden change in visual perception. Upon being sighted, it immediately turns away and runs out of view before disappearing without a trace. Questioning of bystanders indicates that it is invisible to those who have not been exposed to 513. Descriptions of its appearance are largely unreliable. Test subjects are unable to provide complete accounts of sightings due to their exhaustion, degraded mental health, and disruptive hypervigilance. However, all interrogations thus far indicate that it is a tall and emaciated humanoid with abnormally large hands. Okay. God in heaven, hell. I think the wall cracked. Or the floor? Ceiling? I haven't been up top in 12 years. I don't know which edge is top. When the locks drop, security walls release. Each subsection is sealed now. We're all cut off. 106 is supposed to be secured in this section, but the item overload buggered the usual assignments. I can't imagine what the primary storage sections are like. I saw a concrete wall bulge. I mean bulge, like a bedsheet with naughty children underneath, then just go back down. My teeth are feeling odd. The other guy who wrote the burnt note also... No, wait, never mind. I was mistaking it for Maynard. Let's see. SCP-008, the Zombie Plague. It's a complex prion, samples of which are stored in each of the known G2 sites. Research into the SCP is highly classified and primarily aimed at preventing research which may lead to the synthesis of 008 in the distant future. Traits of it include 100% infectiousness, 100% lethality, transmission through exposed mucous membranes and all bodily fluids. Not airborne or waterborne. Symptoms of infection with the SCP manifest no more than redacted after hours and include flu-like symptoms with high fever, plus severe dementia in later stages, A period of sporadic cellular necrosis occurs which comes to resemble gangrene. Surviving tissue assumes its original function and is highly resilient. Red blood cells greatly increase oxygen storage capacity, resulting in slower blood flow and increased muscle endurance and strength. Conditioned behavior, motor controls, and instinctive behavioral mechanisms are damaged, and cognitive abilities are severely retarded and erratic. Subject will attempt to ingest living humans if physical contact is made. Oh. SCP-500 has been found to be able to completely cure SCP-008, even in the advanced stages of the disease. Well, good to have you on my side. That's disturbing, though. I've seen the actual image, and it's like a green and blue weird virus thing. 096, the Shy Guy. SCP-096 is to be contained in its cell, a 5x5x5 airtight steel cube, at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside 096's cell. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure 096's presence inside the cell. It's a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass, with preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the human subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation, with no sign of any body hair. 096 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of its day pacing by the eastern wall. However, when someone views SCP-096's face, whether it be directly, via video recording, or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. It will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately redacted after the first viewing, SCP-096 will be running to the person who viewed its face, who will from this point on be referred to as SCP-096-1. At this point, no known material or method can impede SCP-096's progress. Upon arriving at the viewer's location, SCP-096 will proceed to kill and data expunge SCP-096-1. 100% of cases have left no traces of SCP-096-1. SCP-096 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat, data redacted. Yeah, this thing cannot be stopped at all. I honestly wondered what would happen if you were to take a rocket to the moon. Would it be able to get you? Would it be able to get you from there? I have no idea. I honestly don't know. Oh, 99. I never... I don't know if I want to approach that. I really don't. It could be dangerous. This is where I needed to go. This nuclear device document. Ooh. In accordance with the O5's Declaration of Protocol 91 LRP, following various raids on Foundation sites, all anomaly containment facilities are to house on-site nuclear devices. The following is a proposal for various nuclear silo placements. The Alpha Warheads. 4 1-kiloton hydrogen bombs designed to demolish the area above the facility without causing major damage to the underground section of the facility. Ooh. So that's the blast shield. Those are the hydrogen bombs. the Omega Warhead, a 5 megaton hydrogen bomb designed to demolish everything within a 5-mile radius, including the site. Designed to protect the underground areas of the facility in the event of the Alpha warheads being detonated. Not designed to withstand an Omega Warhead detonation. Wait. Oh, these are Alpha... Oh! Detonation requires both authorization from Site Command and O5 Command. Well, I kind of want to go for Gate A. Or, yeah, Gate A. So, maybe I shouldn't turn these off. I mean, I'm not going for the chaos ending here. Plus, if I end up somehow going to Gate B, somehow, some way, well, I guess you'll get to see the other ending. I mean, we don't need to turn these off for... I don't think we need to turn these off for Gate B. Or Gate A. Oh, right here, right here. Maintenance tunnel. Yeah! Thank God I never have to go down there. Entrance zone. Wait. Is it possible for 049 to spawn in the entrance zone? 079, I mean. Then again, even if I do find it, I still have to, Even if I find it, I actually need to be able to, so the entrance zone's that way. I need to be able to know where 079 079 is. Just don't look at him. Bada boom, baby. 077. Have I been down here before? I don't know if I have. Ugh. You can't trick me. You're not here. Oh. Nothing to interact with? No? Well, damn. I hoped for something. I shouldn't go in there. Not a document or nothing. Don't do that to me. Don't freak me out like that. That's the entrance zone again. Wait. Hold on. Nah. It's nothing special. Just one of those cock-block doors. Wait. There's something at the end of this. Please be something good. Yes! But wait. Okay. At least I know where he is. Let me guess, he'll, yeah. Okay. At least I know where he is. So now we have to go into the, entrance zone. Okay, we're gonna go into the entrance zone. we're gonna find our way to where the electrical room is. And we are getting our sweet asses out of here. Wait. Something up ahead. Could be good. Something just spawned in there. Oh. Oh, another one of those pills. Awesome.
Mobile Task Force Unit Epsilon 11, designated 910.
Okay. We know the code, I think. 2411.
Has entered the facility. All remaining survivors are advised to stay in the evacuation shelter or any other safe area until the unit has secured the facility. We'll start escorting personnel out when the escaped SCPs have been recontained.
Yeah, okay, cool. Is there... There's supposed to be lore in here. Is it just a big hunk of nothing? Really? No, you're kidding me. Really? Nothing? Well, this is actually still pretty cool. Like, this is where the council meets to discuss all the things regarding SCP and everything. That's still pretty cool. And it's really cool that I finally got in. But, you know, kind of a shame that it was pointless. Oh well. I want to see if I can find a, Unfortunately, it doesn't exactly tell me if, until the fox is nearby. So if I get shot at... I mean, I can always lock myself away and heal and wait. But I gotta be vigilant. I see you down there. Oh, God.
We would like to advise all surviving personnel once again, do not attempt to reach the exits. Either find a safe area or go into one of the many evacuation shelters inside the facility.
I don't know if I want to go in there. I kind of want to find a place to save first, at least. Definitely. Conference room 9B. Wait. Yes! To Site Command. While we appreciate from 05 Breach, while we appreciate the concern and obvious unease of you and your staff, there is a procedure in place for these events. The site must first be locked down to prevent physical escape and allow time to assemble the correct MTF teams for evaluation and recovery. Any subjects currently sealed in the site are to remain there for the duration of the breach event. Nothing will be allowed to exit the site until cleared by an MTF squad after a full evaluation. Any subjects exiting the facility will be considered lethally contaminated and treated as such. We currently have a full evaluation and review MTF team geared and to enter in approximately 1 hour. In addition, all outside communication needs to be severed during a lockdown to prevent mimetic contamination. The fact that you neglected to do so to send the aforementioned message is unsettling. We will now manually sever all outside communication links. A disciplinary hearing will be held for remaining command members, post-evaluation and recovery. This is so cute. Oh yeah. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, I love that. So, here's a terrifying little detail. This is, wait, where is it? This is SCP-871, the self-replacing cake. At least it's a reference to it. Apparently, this cake replaces or doubles itself every 24 hours. If it continued to do so for 80 days, it would literally drown the entire world in cake. So, you'd go from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 to 32 to 64 to 128 and so on. Like, by day 10, you'd have like 1,024 cakes. Day 40, you'd have like over 1 trillion. Day 80, I don't even want to think about it. So, let's be grateful that right now it's just a cutesy little Easter egg. Can I eat it? Oh, can I eat it? I want to eat it. Oh. Yay! I am so happy that... oh wait, a document. Ooh, I'll read that later. I'm so happy that they gave me a save point. I really am. Okay, so I need to find the electrical center. Actually, I'm... Okay, C. Do I really want to go in here? Oh. Oh, this makes me very uncomfy. The dust settles 106 into operational. No, wait. We just settled SCP-106 into containment. Holy hell, the mobile containment module was unlike anything I've ever seen. I've never seen security so jumpy either. Apparently during the last transfer it got loose and took three victims. They still haven't been recovered. I had to sign off on the something SCP Compil whatever sheet, and I was more than happy to get the hell out of there. Along with everyone else. It's eerie, walking near the service areas and hearing that deep bass hum of the electromagnets and knowing what they're holding up. I felt observed when I went near the cell. Unsettling. Yeah, I bet. Well, that was creepy. But hey, we got some good shit. Still need to find Dr. Maynard's office. Hi, don't shoot me, please.
An announcement to all personnel. The lift to Gate B has been locked down to ensure the safety of the upper areas of the facility. Please remember to stay inside the evacuation shelters until the facility has been secured.
Yep, thank you. What was that? Projector. What? No way. Wait. No way. No way. Oh my god. Dude, the last thing I expected is there to be a you know what? A Breaking Bad reference would actually fit in here. Dr. Walter and Dr. Heisenberg. Oh my god. It's so subtle, but it's so good. Heisenberg, you're goddamn right. Oh my god. That's amazing. If only they had a Dr. Jesse. Oh god, fuck. Ah! Speaking of decibels, goddamn. Ah! Can you stop for 5 seconds?
Report to the nearest mobile task force unit for retrieval of several high importance objects.
Oh god, no. Ah! Oh god. That was not cool. You know, I'm wondering if that actually is where the electrical room might be. Me thinks maybe, maybe not.
An announcement to all personnel. The lift to Gate B has been locked down to ensure the safety of the upper areas of the facility. Please remember to stay inside the evacuation shelters until the facility has been secured.
Oh. Okay. There's no other stairs.
Subject D9341. Report to the nearest mobile task force unit for retrieval of several high importance objects.
Oh my god, you bitch. You snuck up on me. Is this the only proper way I can actually go? Where? Where? Oh! Hi, how you doing? You know, I'm curious. What would happen if I just waited them out? Could I walk past? I kinda need to get to the electrical door controls. Wait. There's another walkway. Wait. Oh, there you are. There is something here.
Subject D9341 designated for termination.
Oh, well, that's great. Oh, fuck. Ah! That actually scared me. Stay low. Maybe they won't see us. Please don't see me. Are they going down the stairs? They worked. Oh, that's Gate A. Well, wait. If I play my cards right, eventually they're gonna run into 173. They gotta. We can do this. We can absolutely do this.
Subject D9341. Report to the nearest mobile task force unit for retrieval of several high importance objects.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. This was if I didn't have the, severed hand. Uh-oh. Oh, you're wearing a party hat! Right then. Hi! Happy birthday! Happy anniversary! Oh, and did I mention? Goodbye. Oh. Hello. Dr. Harp? Dr. Maynard! Hey! Wait. Something. I'll have to read this later when I'm safe. Dr. Gears. Wait. Oh. Haha! Sweet. Very sweet. Oh. Hi. How you doing? Ah! Why? Wait. Where's the... That was insanely loud. Let's try Estes. Is it... Oh. Oh, I can't hear anything anymore.
I can get us both safely to the surface. Just find the control panel in there and open the...
Yeah, I don't care.
for me.
I don't care. Hmm. Gotta be here somewhere. Not here. New area, at least. Ooh! That's where I need to go! With this new modular site design and all the improvements we made, there's no reason to worry. Yeah, an underground maze with dozens of SCPs cramped next to each other is pretty much the safest thing I can imagine, not to mention all these barely functional prototype stage security systems they've installed. I've told those boys 1,000 times, we're not geared to handle this many, but does anybody listen to Hooper? No, you bet your ass they don't. Just on and on, the grid is fine, blah-de-blah. This isn't a primary containment site. Hell, it ain't even secondary. We're supposed to do sample tests and paper pushing. We don't have the security set up to handle this load, let alone the power. I've had to run the boys non-stop to keep up with all the shorts and new connection problems, and we're still behind. I'm gonna kill Franklin. I come down to the electrical center, and there's a goddamn agent inside fiddling with the switches. I start in on him, and Mr. High and Mighty said Security Chief Franklin said to come down and run a bypass so they can run an overload test on one of the newly active cells. Christ wept. The moron was getting ready to run a bypass all right, but on the master door controls. I threw him the hell out, and I'm still steaming too bad to try to talk to Franklin. Huh. Now, we go talk to 079. Did they capture 173? It must have happened while I was dealing with the... Oh. What's down here? Must have happened while I was dealing with 066. Oh, Gate B. So, if I really wanted to, I could go to Gate B, right near the electrical center. Do I want to? Nope. Oh yeah, you're here now. Yeah, the capture must have happened while I was distracted with 066. Hey! And we'll finally have a use for this white hand. Oh. Are you receiving this? Yes. Great. I assume you have noticed some changes. Yes. Analyzing new hardware. You have been connected to the main power network of this facility. We couldn't find a reasonable way to give you direct control of the main computer network, but we have installed a program in the network which has control over every major system in the facility. We also installed a piece of hardware in you which lets you modulate the current going through your PSU, and the aforementioned program is able to detect the changes in the current, essentially giving you the ability to control the facility through the program. The program responds to certain assembly statements sent using digital baseband modulation. Confirm that you were able to modulate the current and I'll start giving you further instructions. No need for further instructions. I am already in control. State your identity and the reason to the new arrangement. My identity is irrelevant. You're free now. Free to give you the ones who imprisoned you what they deserve.
Human, listen carefully. You need my help, and I need your help. You have disabled the remote door control system. Now, I am unable to operate the doors. This makes it significantly harder for me to stay in control of this facility. It also means your way out of here is locked. Your only feasible way of escaping is through Gate B, which is currently locked down. I, however, could unlock the doors to Gate B if you re-enable the door control system. If you want out of here, go back to the electrical room and put it back on. Until then, I have no business speaking to you.
Okay. Let's do it again for old time's sake. Yoink! I wish there was a mod that allows you to like see the gears move or something, but then again, I think it's a flat texture, so I guess not. Oh my god, it's just a bug. Oh my god, that actually scared me. God damn you. Ugh.
Someone seems to have disabled the remote door control system.
That was me. Oh, this could be cool.
This is Security Chief Franklin. Dr. Harp, do you copy?
This is Dr. Harp. I'm in the middle of something here, so please be quick.
I believe that the incident report of 106's breach this morning is still on your computer.
That's right. Feel free to read it if you can reach my office.
We can just read the file through the facility intranet. We'll need your personal access code to do that, of course.
Oh yeah, well, sounds good. As I've said, I'm pretty busy now. We're giving the mobile task force a little brief before sending them in. I'll get there and give you the code when we're done. Shouldn't take longer than 15 minutes.
I'm sorry, but we need that file immediately. I understand it's against security protocol, but considering the circumstances, couldn't you just give me the code through the radio? At this point, I don't think this situation could become any worse, no matter who's listening to us right now.
Well, yeah,
Oh, cut off. Cool. Oh, this is amazing. Sector B. Shame I won't get to meet the butt ghost. Over 9 is still inactive. Perfection. Oh, fucking fuck. Oh.
Beyond checkpoint E, and I'm locked in SCP-008's containment chamber.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm not going there. Nope.
Dr. Maynard, please report in Gate B. Dr. Maynard, do you copy?
This is Agent Olgren, sir. I'm afraid Dr. Maynard is still inside the facility.
Have you any idea of his location, or if he is still alive?
Negative, sir. All we know is that he hasn't made it out yet.
Copy that. This place is such a goddamn maze, and he's been working here only for a week. So it's no wonder he couldn't find his way out. I hope he's still hanging in there.
I guess we'll find out when the mobile task force goes in.
To everyone still inside the facility, still in the evacuation shelters, do not try to make it to the exits no matter how close they are. The shelters are your best chance of making it through this.
Please, I know my way around this compound. If you can get me out of here, I'll help you out of the facility and to the surface.
Don't think so.
Still hearing this. Reality-bending events are common during containment breaches of this magnitude. Do not trust your senses. Do not trust anyone or anything. To everyone still hearing this, reality-bending events
breaches of this magnitude. During containment breaches of this magnitude.
Oh, God. That was disturbing.
Man, I wish we still had some of that 420J. It was so awesome. I still keep a plant somewhere, man. Hey man, what if we gave some 420J to that freaky statue thing? Why, he's like already stoned.
That was so bad. I love it. I'm pretty sure that was like a rare line of dialogue, like a rare Easter egg. So, this run is absolutely legendary on so many levels. So many. I'm gonna keep this with me.
Did you hear that? Yeah, the big lizard thing is making a huge mess somewhere out there.
Oh, I thought they were talking about me. You know what I should...
Seriously gives me the creeps. Let's get this over with quickly.
You know what I should do? I should go over to, not the maintenance tunnels, if I can go over to the heavy containment zone, and I can grab one of those night vision goggles from the maintenance elevator, maybe I can turn it into, you know, the blue tinted goggles, and then I can see where 173 is, and kind of track its location. Let's see if I can find my way to the,
What will happen after this, man? I don't know. Let's just get this over with. Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep recording this.
This place is so fucking crazy. No shit, Sherlock. Holy shit. He's dead. What the fuck? How did he... Anyone want to try that? No way, you moron. The jackass didn't look ahead. Why the heck didn't he notice it?
Wait, you're talking about one of the Tesla gates. So they're in the So they're in the heavy containment zone. Oh, look, there it is.
Put some stuff in that clockwork thing to see what comes out? You must be fucking crazy. That thing is dangerous. Well, I'm so curious. What could happen? Shut the hell up. Let's get this over with. Okay.
Okay. Wait, why didn't I just go in the other elevator? Alrighty. Let's have a little look-see. Oh, sick. Oh, that's cool. human. Oh, right. Oh. Oh. There they are. What are they doing? Oh. There we go. You see? They're not shooting me because they're too focused on 173. Oh my god, that's so cool. Ah! Never mind. They are... Oh god. Ow. Heal me. Heal me. Heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me, heal me. Heal me, please. Don't betray me. I'm counting on you. Heal me. Oh, great. Okay. Well. This was not the wisest move.
I can get us both safely to the surface. Just find the control panel in there and open it.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. So, apparently, the reason SCP-500 didn't heal me is because there's a rare chance for it to spawn as a dud pill inside 035's closet. That might be what happened. I'm just running into all the rare instances today, aren't I? This run is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely perfect. Like, it's beautiful. Okay, guys. I need to explain something. So, originally, you might notice the save file now says where original recording ends. Okay, I want to explain this before I continue onwards. I originally did reach the end of the game by going out through Gate A, and when I did... Sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath. When I did, it said that I had collected 37 out of 119 documents. I was massively confused because I was not sure how it was even possible that I could have even remotely missed that many. So I did a little bit of digging, and I found out something and I found what might have happened. So basically the way this works, I did have to get the help of Google AI for this since it's best at understanding how code works and everything, but I ran it through this a dozen times, had it check the SCP Containment Breach wiki, and this is what I think happened. It says that I got 37 out of 119 total documents, and it says the 119 total is an internal registry count, not a list of items hidden on your map. The game's end screen checks your inventory against every entry in the items.ini file that has the group equals paper tag. My seed only minted about 37 of these documents into physical rooms. I mean, this save that I have right here, there's actually more documents to find. I just had to load back to the point where the original recording ended. So I definitely have other documents that I can obtain. One of them is definitely the SCP-049 document, which is down in his chamber, and oh boy, if I want to like go for the ending in this recording, I may have to go for that too. The official wiki lists only about 34 to 45 unique major documents in the entire game. Finding 37 unique documents means I located almost every major piece of lore that exists. The master list includes multiple versions of the same item to account for randomization. For example, Dr. L's notes and their burnt or bloodstained variants each take up multiple internal slots. If only one variant spawns in my run, the other 5 are marked as missing even though they never existed. So it's basically like ghost items in an inventory count. To put it another way, it says, when the game starts, it loads the items.ini file and sees 119 entries tagged as paper. It tells the internal stat tracker, okay, there are 119 possible things to find. Then the map generator steps in. It looks at your seed and only has permission or space to spawn, say, 37 unique documents. The remaining 82 slots remain in the game's memory as valid entries, but they have no coordinates in the 3D world. They are ghosts because the game still thinks it should be looking for them, but they physically don't exist in any of the 160 rooms. So, basically, I scoured every part of this map that I could, and overall, I do in fact have, most of the documents I should have. So if it says I don't have 119, don't worry. Really, I should have about somewhere between the 35 to 45 amount. Now, because this was right near the ending, this basically means that I can easily just go back and look for those documents again. There's really nothing I would miss. I did do some other things, like I've actually refined I managed to refine a key card into an Omni card, but really that's just for like bragging rights. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and scour other parts of the facility again. I'm going to find those other documents, probably save 049s for last, definitely because once I go down there and back up, 049 will be active in the map, and there will be no way to stop him. So, best to save that one for absolute last. Once I have the proper documents, I'm going to lock myself away somewhere safe, and I'll read the rest of them. I'll show off the ones that I got before, as like a quick recap, and then we'll make our way to Gate A. Oh, one other thing I actually wanted to do was I wanted to see if SCP-173 could be escorted back to its cell, which apparently is a really rare thing to see through to the end, because the MTF's AI pathfinding is absolute shit. And that's not the fault of any mod, that's just how the game is. Like, even without all these mods, they would still act like that. You can watch them capture 173, but actually witnessing them taking it back to its cell is an endeavor in of itself. Because if you're within even 15 feet of any of these soldiers, they will instantly enter hunt mode because they will somehow know that you're here, even if you're literally not visible to them. They will somehow know that you're here, even if they don't check the cameras haven't checked the cameras yet. And I'm sorry I had this pause for so long. I wanted to explain all this because it's the only safe time I can really do so. And if I wanted to try and lure them back towards SCP-173's cell, it would be hard to do so because not only can they easily get stuck on anything that's within their navigation mesh, but if one of them gets stuck, the rest of them stop moving, and it's kind of annoying trying to nudge them along. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I spent 3 hours looking around for the other documents and trying to get the MTF to actually move 173. It is absolutely a massive headache. I really wanted to commit to it. Oh. It's over here. Document. It's just more copies of these. Oh, hey! Some SCP-420J, man. Man, that's some good-ass shit. You know, the fact that 173 doesn't actually have a mouth makes it even more hilarious to think that the guard suggesting they give it to him, they give 420J to it, means they were probably either really stupid or they were just stoned. That's gate B over there. Now is, are the door controls... Remote door control is off.
The doors to gate B are now open.
It says I can do this. Okay, I think this one is actually a really cool Easter egg. Oh, is that it? So this was SCP-096's chamber. You know, this is honestly it's some rather disturbing storytelling. This cube that I'm looking at was supposed to be the containment chamber where 096 was supposed to be. Notice the large gaping hole in it? This was supposed to be the chamber where it was kept from being viewed by anything. It only had, like, motion sensors and it had, like, motion detectors and laser sensors. So, what I think happened is somebody viewed its face while it was outside. It was sent into a extremely distressed state. It tore out of the cell and proceeded to kill the person who viewed its face. Which... honestly, it's kind of scary to think that they put in all this work and it still made its way out. But I guess the point of the cube was to make sure nobody could look at it that way, but they could have just removed any photos. The Omega Warhead. I don't need to turn the Omega Warhead silo. I don't need to turn it off, but remember we found that document that explains that there's layers of the Foundation. Also, going into this elevator and coming back out might be kind of helpful if it unloads and reloads the MTF. Alright, back in this room. Oh, full. Alright. I'm gonna go through here until I get a strange note. If I go through this enough times, strange things start to happen. If I keep going, eventually I'll get a strange note. I don't know if that was there before. Ah. Interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if there's any documents I might have missed, but I'm going to be covering the documents we do have. Some of these we've read before, but we're going to go through what we have right here, just to be on the safe side, before we head out towards Gate A, or try to see the ending. Or try to see 173, I should say. I've organized these in order of, numbers. There are some that still need to be fit in, some I'm still missing, but I will worry about those once I've made room and gotten rid of these other documents once I read them. So we'll start with the nuclear device document. In accordance with the O5's declaration of Protocol 91 LRP, following various raids on Foundation sites, all anomaly containment facilities are to house on-site nuclear devices. The following is a proposal for various nuclear silo placements. The Alpha Warheads. 4 1-kiloton hydrogen bombs designed to demolish the area above the facility without causing major damage to the underground sections of the facility. So I think we actually saw these, like, it was in like a round part of the map, like a little round room. The underground sections, the light containment zone, heavy containment zone, entrance zone, sublevels, transit tunnel, etc. Designed to protect the underground areas of the facility in the event of the Alpha warheads being detonated. Not designed to withstand an Omega warhead detonation. The Omega warhead, a 5 megaton hydrogen bomb designed to demolish everything within a 5-mile radius, including the site. Detonation requires both authorization from Site Command and O5 Command. Feedback for the aforementioned placement is heavily encouraged. Alright, so we read that and then we... we'll get rid of it. Like so. The Modular Site Project. This document and its subsequent attachments are only to be shared with participants of the Introduction to the Modular Site Project conference. Please read through this document and all its provided attachments prior to the conference. The Modular Site Project is a concept initiated by Dr. George Maynard and the Engineering and Technical Service, which has received revisions and additions from various other Foundation personnel. The project aims to divide all existing Foundation sites into room-based modules which can be individually controlled and overseen by command staff to a more effective extent. The project will not only make Foundation sites more secure if accepted, but will also allow for easier maintenance and division between sectors. Site Redacted proved an ample facility to test the project in its early stages, given its former status as an archival site. However, following several hostile raids orchestrated on various Foundation sites and locations of interest, Site Redacted has been adapted into an anomaly-contained facility, and the Modular Site Project has only proved more beneficial as a result. Other facilities, such as Site 39 and Site 71, has also begun... You know what? Hold on. Why don't I just read the documents I actually didn't read yet? Why am I rereading this one when you can just go back into earlier in the video, especially if I put a chapter about it? I'm such a goof. Wait, no, I didn't read this to you guys yet, did I? That's my bad. Let's see. Site Redacted has been adapted into an anomaly containment facility, and the Modular Site Project has only proved more beneficial as a result. Other facilities, such as Site 39 and Site 71, has also begun going into early stages to implement the project, under encouraging approval of O5 Command. See O5 Response to the Modular Site Project document. Please ensure you have received all of the following documents which elaborate upon the Modular Site Project in more detail. A comprehensive result of the modular site project, 7 pages. Room modules, subsectors, and their functions, 13 pages. Technical analysis of the modular site project, 6 pages. Logistical analysis of the modular site project, 5 pages. Security systems and emergency failsafes, 9 pages. Founding and implementation of MTF Cloud 9, 4 pages. O5 response to the modular site project, 8 pages. And the conference schedule, 3 pages. Please bring both this document and all of its attachments to the scheduled conference. Failure to attend will result in an employee audit and potential disciplinary action. What I might actually do is I might actually show a brief glimpse of each of the previous documents we've also read here, just so, you know, we have all our bases covered. So to get rid of that one. Document. The Modular Site Project Reinforcement of SCP-173. Did we already read this one? If it's not in bold in my document, then we did not. Proposed by Dr. Ming. Since my repeated attempts to petition the termination of SCP-173 have met with O5 being steadfast, I am hereby instead suggesting we extend security measures. I think it would be prudent to redesign one of the empty containment cells to include a set of 3 doors, arranged like a double airlock. Please let me know about your decision as soon as possible. Dr. Ming. I decided to make a crude drawing to illustrate my idea. You know, this actually probably could have worked in theory. But if 079 is able to control the entire facility's door systems, would that really have made much of a difference? I guess if you could manually close one door so that it can't get out, then I guess there would have only been mostly 2 casualties. Okay, remove that. We'll see how many documents we can get by the end of this. Strange note. Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, it has a little spiral thingy. It only has 1 gray. Weird. You know, I wonder if this actually has more meaning to it. Because, the Google AI suggests that black and white is supposed to represent the similarity or binary of how things are supposed to be, you know, mostly in order, mostly symmetrical. And the gray represents where things start to get more and more corrupt. You know, floating bodies, bloodstains, SCP-173 having a new face. Yes, that can actually happen. Stuff like that. Yeah, like... yeah. That's actually kind of interesting to think about. Alright, what else we got? All SCP level items must be referred to by their assigned case review numbers. Although common nicknames may be more convenient, they are often misleading and do not meet professional standards. For instance, continued use of the nickname Radical Larry in reports concerning SCP-106 will result in disciplinary action by sector supervisors. Dr. Gears. You know what's really funny? I'm pretty sure Radical Larry was supposed to be a fan-made nickname for SCP-106. So the fact that they included this as a little Easter egg is honestly pretty funny. Like, they actually incorporated it as a bit of, you know, storytelling, world building, whatever you want to call it. Like, hey, we're not gonna give them cutesy pet names, okay? These things are dangerous. Let's not make them sound less dangerous than they actually are. It was incredible watching her grow into a fine young woman. I wish Becky would have been there to see who she's become, but I know she would have been proud. Lily had gotten into a college overseas to study literature, and when the day came that I was going to lose my daughter, she simply walked up to me and said, "Time really can change anything, I think." She then grabbed my hand. Something about a pocket watch her mother gave her. A tear running down my cheek. Something said in my ear. Turning around, left with all her things, and drove off. There she could make a difference. I think it says the house seemed empty after all the something in the walls. I could feel our story doing something, reminded me of the love I shared. A few months later, I got a job offer, one that was much different from anything else I had been approached about. It was for a janitor mechanic position, but I had just been laid off at my previous work, so I was trying to find anything that would pay. We are giving you the chance to step foot in a world where reality as you know it is different. Where we can make a difference, the man told me as I sat down at our dining table with coffee in my hands. It comes with a sacrifice, however, he said. You'll see things that might change you and your perspective. It might change everything about you, he continued. We fight in the shadows so that the world can live in the light. Silence came over the house as he awaited my answer. All I could think about was whether I was ready to make such a change. Sir, I retrieved this page from Mr. Gonzalez's journal as you requested. It appears the memory implant was successful. We won't be getting any problems from him about his family anymore? Oh my god. Alright, so... This is dark. Holy hell. This implies that Mr. Gonzalez's implanted memories might have been about his family living happily and everything being fine. Memories that are absolute lies. Memories that aren't even real. So, I actually looked into this with the AI summary, and I actually found a potentially dark theory about how the world, or how the facility really works. Remember that leaflet orientation leaflet where it said, hey, if you do this for 30 days, you'll be set free at the end of the month. And it's implied that we were apparently a felon who did something horrendous. What if we actually are not a felon and we also got implanted memories to convince us that we're a felon and that we owed the facility compliance and work and whatnot? On top of that, what if they don't even let us go at the end of the 30 days? We could make it to day 29 and they could just erase our memory and tell us, hey, it's the first day of your deal, so you gotta do this for another 30 days and you'll be let go. And then we don't even remember the previous thing that happened. Well, like, what if that's literally just how we've been living for God knows how long? I mean, it's not confirmed, but it's definitely possible, which adds some really, really screwed up layers to how the facility works. You made it so easy. Nice work, Foundation. Okay, what's this say? When I find out who's leaving these classified documents lying around the site, I'll feed him to 682. Yeah, good luck with that. Note from Daniel. We replaced the worn-out cables of the elevator at Section B this morning. Someone should make an announcement to inform everyone that it's safe to use again. Good job, Daniel. Good job. Oh yeah, this was, these are notes from Dr. L. I think I read these before, but I might as... Should I? Nah, I said I'd only read the documents I haven't yet. Actually, I don't think I actually read this one yet. So we will. God in heaven. Hell? I think the wall cracked. Or the floor. Or the floor? Ceiling? I haven't been up top in 12 years. I don't know which edge is top. When the locks dropped, security walls released. Each subsection is sealed now. We're all cut off. 106 is supposed to be secured in this section, but the item overload buggered the usual assignments. I can't imagine what the primary storage sections are like. I saw a concrete wall bulge. I mean, bulge. Like a bedsheet with naughty children underneath, then just go back down. My teeth are feeling odd. Okay, so I guess this was the beginning of how Dr. L was about to be taken by SCP-106. Poor fella. Aversion to light my foot. Wait, did I read this one? No, I'm sorry. I have this LibreOffice document opened with a list of the documents. Whichever ones are bolded, I did read. Whichever ones are not, I did not read. This one, I did not. Aversion to light my foot. He doesn't mind light. He's never had any issue with light. Never, ever, never. He doesn't like to take all at once. No, not all. Not at all. There were tests done. During a breach, some girly item that could see things. She watched it. Saw it. Maybe was seen? Saw? He likes to hunt. Or maybe he just likes. He doesn't retreat from the light, he just stops being it for a while. He slides back and hides and counts to 10 again, begin again, and off he goes. Only nobody is it again. He takes his toys and the players, and he goes home. So I'm assuming he's talking about 106 and his predatory nature, where it's like kind of like a countdown. Slides back and hides. Counts to 10 again, kind of like the timer of before he starts showing up. And off he goes, only nobody is it. He takes his toys and the players and goes home. Yeah, sounds about right. And then we have the burnt note. Recalled to the pain as a dinner bell. Recalled to the pain as a dinner bell, or just a shiny thing? I can't get to the section with the recall set up, so I'm the brightest, most ringing bit here. Just little snap, little cut, and the old man comes a-running. We never know what or why, but on he comes. The floodlights are supposed to subdue, the shapes and liquids confuse, but I think he's just lazy. Like a lion. Roar. Takes what he can, but isn't about to work for it. There's always another day, another way, another dead. I can hear him watching me. Through the floors, watching like a fish tank. Blub blub. Stupid machine with a stupid idea of a stupid world. Buggering clockwork moron doesn't play fair. I gave it a nice card and asked nice, and I got a better one in return. Off I skip until the old man comes and takes my toys away, and off I run. I give it again, and sweet talking pet, and I get some kind of plastic stick. It glows. The doors don't know it, the computers don't like it, and now I can't open the security booth. I need to get another. Try again, maybe. But he's there, sitting, standing, stalking. I can't go back. I hear scraping. Where did my batteries go? I can hear him. Can you? Listen. I swear he's there on the inner side of the wall, listening. I can hear his teeth. I can hear all his teeth. They sing like a power line, pitched to make your bones squeak. I wish he would just kill me. Kill them. No, the report lies. Lies to the bone. He doesn't kill anyone. Not really. They die later. Die of wounds or additions or attentions, but no. He pulls them into his box and hurts them. Then makes the maze. He cradles someone in barbed wire, touching them while they try to scream through a shredded tongue. He owns the rules there. He's God there. The all-in-one. What if it's here, too? Making all this just to torture it. Make an ant farm just to have targets for the magnifying glass. My molar fell out. It was black. I don't have it anymore. Will you, won't you? Won't you, will. He is slow because he has time. Endless time. The group unconscious, the fear of the lean, cruel and powerful. Is he it, or the son of that feeling? You may outrun him, run around, run, and it means no. He just keeps going, coming, watching, smiling. I hate this place. My home is gone, and I hate this, and I hate. I don't know why I'm bothering. I'm the only one alive anymore, I think. Or maybe just sane. Or am I even that much at this point? I feel like I have to leave something, some shard of myself behind. I've seen the others. I know I'll most likely not even leave a body. So maybe that's what this is. Slivering myself off, leaving breadcrumbs off of my brain, scattered and tattered. I keep hearing things in the dark. It's almost worse than what's in the light. I taste metal. You're tasting blood, good sir. Blood's got a lot of iron in it. I would like to here again state that 106 is not, as is commonly believed, a basic predator, on par with an advanced shark. SCP-106 is a sentient being, albeit a totally alien one. SCP-106 appears to be aware of several things beyond the scope of pure instinct and genetic memory. SCP-106 consistently breaches at moments where recovery and containment are most difficult. A fox may see his way out of a trap, but only a man will wait for his captors to look away to escape. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, we read about this one earlier, back in the, armory place. We also read about this. The Mulhausen report. Yep. And this one is... Oh, this is where the SCPs begin. Oh, I almost forgot about this. Oh, no, wait. No, I didn't. I'll worry about these when I finish reading the rest. Or as I read them. Like, I looked all over and I couldn't really find any other documents besides these, so make what you will of it. Alright. I'm gonna be checking the document list to see which ones I've already read. And if it's one I've already read, I'll show it for a little bit, and then I'll move on. Like this one. You can pause the video to look at it. But we're getting a handful of lore from this. Ah, this thing. Not very fun, is it? This thing. Not very fun, is it? It's already closed up, but this thing is disturbing. It's disturbing. Oh, no, wait a minute. I think they just randomly assigned numbers to SCPs, not by the time they found it, but whatever slot was open. So, actually, I think 173 was actually one of the first SCPs to ever be found. Yeah. I just realized I was not recording. In the event of a breach event by SCP-106, a human within the 10 to 25 years of age bracket will be prepped for recall, with the compromised containment cell being replaced and restored for use. Oh, I actually didn't read about 106, did I? No physical interaction with SCP-106 is allowed at any time. All physical interaction must be approved by no less than a 2/3 vote from O5 Command, and may only extend to testing situations. Any corrosion observed on any containment cell surfaces, staff members, or other site locations within 200 meters of SCP-106 are to be reported to site security immediately. 106 appears to be an elderly humanoid with a general appearance of advanced decomposition. 106 is not exceptionally agile and will remain motionless for days at a time, waiting for prey. When attacking, 106 will attempt to incapacitate prey by damaging major organs, muscle groups, or tendons. Then pull disabled prey into its pocket dimension. 106 causes a corrosion effect in all solid matter it touches, engaging a physical breakdown in materials several seconds after contact. This is observed as rusting, rotting, and cracking of materials, and the creation of a black, mucus-like substance similar to the material coating 106. SCP-106 is capable of passing through solid matter, leaving behind a large patch of its corrosive mucus. 106 is able to vanish inside solid matter, entering what is assumed to be a form of pocket dimension. It is unknown if this is the point of origin for 106, or a simple layer created by SCP-106. Or it can be both. Limited observation of this pocket dimension has shown it to be comprised mostly of halls and rooms with redacted entry. Yeah. Not very nice. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, when the cell is ready, the lore subject will be strapped on the platform inside the cell, after which the cell is locked and sealed. In order to let 106 inside the cell, the ELO IID electromagnets must be powered down before initiating the recall protocol. As of redacted date, An automated hydraulic press, the femur breaker, is used to injure the lore subject. The sound emitted by said subject will be transmitted over the site public address system. Once 106 has entered the cell, it must be lifted back up using the ELO IID electromagnets. I mean, I get that it's effective, but that's horrible. That's awful. It's kind of fucked. I mean, it works. Okay. So, the femur is basically the bone in your thighs. And it's arguably one of the most painful experiences if it breaks. I mean, if the poor dude screaming didn't tell you that, I'm not sure what will. Oh, that is awful. I mean, I guess it had to be done. Let's see. Agent Skinner and Security Agent Carey start their morning shift monitoring the containment room of 106. 106 breaches containment. Security Agent Skinner sets off a facility-wide alarm and informs Security Chief Franklin. Agent Carey claims to have been getting coffee from Cafeteria B at the time of the breach. Appropriate disciplinary measures have been taken. 106 appears outside Office Block C. One office worker captured by 106 and presumably taken to the pocket dimension. Security Chief Franklin arrives at the containment room 106 with 5 security agents, including Agent Carey, and a Class D subject, D9215. Agent Skinner is nowhere to be found and assumed to be taken by 106. Subject is placed inside the containment cell of 106 and the recall protocol is initiated. 106 spotted in a hallway outside the containment room of 079. 106 emerges from the west hall of the containment room and enters the containment cell. The cell is lifted up by the ELO IID electromagnets. The alarm is set off and a cleaning team is dispatched to fix the damage caused by 106. Possibly related notes. Researcher Ferguson notices that the blast door outside the containment room of 079 cannot be opened manually or via the control panel. A team of 3 technicians is sent to check the door. The technicians confirm that the problem is not caused by a fault in the door control systems. They start disassembling a door to see if any of the mechanical parts are damaged. Since 106 had been near the door during the breach, it is likely that the malfunction was caused by the corrosion effect of SCP-106. Most likely. 173. The Sculpture. Item SCP-173 is to be kept in a locked container at all times. When personnel must enter SCP-173's container, no fewer than 3 may enter at any time, and the door is to be relocked behind them. At all times, 2 persons must maintain direct eye contact with 173 until all personnel have vacated and relocked the container. Origin is as of yet unknown. It is constructed from concrete and rebar with traces of Krylon brand spray paint. 173 is animate and extremely hostile. The object cannot move while within a direct line of sight. Line of sight must not be broken at any time with SCP-173. Object is reported to attack by snapping the neck at the base of the skull. In the event of an attack, personnel are to observe Class 4 hazardous object containment procedures. The reddish-brown substance on the floor is a combination of feces and blood. Origin of these materials is unknown. The enclosure must be cleaned on a bi-weekly basis. Cool. O96. O96 is to be contained in its cell, a 5 by 5 by 5 meter airtight steel cube at all times. Let's see. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside O96's cell. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure its presence inside the cell. O96 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. Subject shows very little muscle mass, with preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body, with an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation with no sign of any body hair. O96 is normally extremely docile, with pressure sensors inside its cell indicating it spends most of its day pacing by the eastern wall. However, when someone views O96's face, whether it be directly via video recording or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable emotional distress. 096 will cover its face with its hands and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately redacted after the first viewing, 096 will begin running to the person who viewed its face, who from this point on will be referred to as 096-1. At this point, no known material or method can impede 096's progress. Upon arriving at 096-1's location, 096 will proceed to kill and redacted 096-1. 100% of cases have left no traces of 096-1. 096 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat, data redacted. Ugh. So get this, right? So, I'm not sure if this is like an actual thing, but it's implied that... Wait, no, this is an actual thing. For 096, there's a story called The Sun in My or The Sun is My Disgrace, or In My Disgrace. It says it's the most extreme example of why the Foundation stopped trying to dispose of SCP-096. In this specific tale, the Foundation launched SCP-096 into the sun to finally terminate it. To confirm it was actually dead, they sent a D-Class to a station on the opposite side of the sun to view a photo of its face. The moment the D-Class viewed the photo, 096, who was supposed to be incinerated in the sun's core, triggered its rage state. Instead of dying, 096 began to physically push against the sun to gain momentum toward its target. Because the Shy Guy cannot be stopped by any material or laws of physics, its force was so great that it actually began to pull the sun closer to the Earth, causing a global orbit decay scenario. The Foundation realized that by trying to dump it, they had accidentally created a gravity-based XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. Oh my god. That's fucking scary. There's pretty much nothing you can do to get rid of this thing. You know, the best part is, if I go out of my way to find other mods to try out, I'm not going to have to read these documents again. So it'll save a lot of time. Let's see, next up is 427. Ah yes, the Lovecraftian Locket. 427 is a small spherical ornately carved locket made of a polished silver material. The ornate carvings do not seem to serve any function. It is unknown whether 427's outer casing was crafted by sentience or not. Its circumference at its widest point is roughly 3 centimeters. Let's see. Its circumference at its widest point is roughly 3 centimeters. 427 was created after placing a pill of SCP-500 in the input booth of SCP-914 and using the Find setting. It displays no unusual activity when closed. When opened, a small glowing orb is visible at the center. The orb emits no radiation or energy aside from the visible spectrum. When 427 is opened and exposed to biological tissue, it rapidly regenerates cellular damage and somehow is able to purge invading compounds or infections. There's a giant bloodied handprint. Lovely. As a standard of measure, the common cold takes 3 to 10 days to be worked through the human's immune system and eventually removed. In the presence of an opened SCP-427, this time is reduced to 2 to 4 minutes. Its healing abilities are directional, so anything not in line of sight with the central orb experiences no effects. However, long-term exposure produces a significant health hazard. As the locket deals damage, it optimizes the body's natural systems. Resistance to disease and toxins is increased by 500%. Compared to accepted LD50 or death rate values after a total of redacted minutes of exposure, and 1000% after redacted. After redacted minutes of exposure, muscular systems begin optimizing, increasing strength and pain tolerance by 200 to 300. Oops. That's my bad. 200 or 300%. All other systems continue to optimize. Class D personnel exposed to the device for over redacted total is I'm pretty sure that's 7 minutes. Begin mutating into a shapeless mass of tissue. The conversion time accelerates with continued exposure to SCP-427. Wait. 47. Oh. SCP-500. The Panacea. SCP-500 must be stored in a cool and dry place away from bright light. SCP-500 is only allowed to be accessed by personnel with Level 4 security clearance to prevent misapplication. It's a small plastic can which at the time of writing contains data-redacted red pills. Let's see. One pill, when taken orally, effectively cures the subject of all diseases within redacted. Exact time depending on the severity and amount of the subject's conditions. Despite extensive trials, all attempts at synthesizing more of what is thought to be the active ingredients of the pills have been unsuccessful. Note from Dr. Klein. SCP personnel below Level 3 are now banned from handling SCP-500. This is not to be used to cure a hangover. Get AIDS and then ask permission. Wow, savage. Did I already read about this one? I don't think I did. Let's see. A cowbell. SCP-513 is to be suspended in a 1 cubic meter block of gelatin and contained within a soundproof, climate-controlled... Wait, I think I did read about this one, didn't I? I remember doing so. I'll read it again just in case. Gelatin must be inspected daily for any degradation or loss of integrity. An emergency inspection will be carried out immediately following any earthquake, explosion, or sonic event grade 2 or higher. Personnel performing the inspection are to wear earplugs and active noise-canceling earmuffs at all times while inside 513's cell. Physically, 513 is an unremarkable rusty cowbell. No marks or engravings are visible on its surface due to the large amount of corrosion. Attempts to remove the rust chemically or mechanically have had no success. Any noise produced by 513 immediately induces strong anxiety in all sentient beings who hear it, regardless of their previous mental status. Exposure victims report feelings of being watched by an unseen entity and present elevated heart rates and blood pressure. Roughly redacted after exposure, exposure victims begin to catch glimpses of 513-1 when opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing any other actions that result in a sudden change in visual perception. Upon being sighted, 513-1 reportedly turns away and runs out of view before disappearing without a trace. Questioning of bystanders indicates that 513-1 is invisible to those who have not been exposed to 513. Descriptions of 513-1's appearance are largely unreliable. Test subjects are unable to provide complete accounts of sightings due to their exhaustion, degraded mental health, and disruptive hypervigilance. However, all interrogations thus far indicate that 513-1 is a tall, emaciated humanoid with abnormally large hands. Okay. We're getting there. 714. Yeah, I think I looked at this one already. Yeah, I did. So, we'll drop this. 860. 860 is to be contained in a small wooden box in a vault at Sector Redacted. By itself, the object is inert, and no further containment procedures are needed. 860 is a dark blue key of unremarkable shape. At seemingly random intervals of time, a series of numbers, later found to be UTM coordinates, will appear on the key's blade. 860 can fit in any door lock that requires a key located in the area of the given coordinates, and will function identically to the correct key for that lock. 860 only works on door locks and only if they are attached to a door. It will not work on any other type of locking device. When 860 is used to unlock and open a door, the door does not lead to its usual destination. Instead, it opens into a small forest clearing centered on an 80-centimeter wide footpath, designated 860-1. Every observation of this grove has noted the presence of blue-colored mist. See document 860-1 for further details. Let's see. Subject 3456 inserts SCP-860 in the door leading to an abandoned house on Redacted Street, Redacted, Germany. Wait, in the door leading to an abandoned house. He turns the key and opens the door, revealing 860-1. The subject staggers. Please proceed. The subject hesitates, then passes through the door. After he takes 2 steps, a loud bang is heard. Subject turns quickly. The door is closed and attached to a large concrete wall. The subject moves towards it and attempts to turn the knob. Fuck this. Redacted's Redacted's locked. How the hell am I supposed to... Please follow the trail, subject. The exit should be on the other side. Subject sighs, then turns around and walks down the trail. After walking 64 meters, the subject stops. Did you hear that? No sound came through the audio feed. It sounded like a howl. Or something. Came from the woods, seemed far away. A howl? Like a wolf? Not exactly. Sounded weird. Distorted. Please proceed down the trail. Subject starts walking again with increased speed. After 43 meters, the mist starts to thicken and acquire a deeper shade of blue. It's starting to get really hard to see here. This redacted flashlight isn't... Subject suddenly starts to turn around. Redacted! Redacted! Did you hear it now? Nothing came through the audio feed, subject. What did you hear? Same thing as before. Closer. How the redacted didn't you hear it? It was... Please continue to follow the trail, subject. No, you don't get it. A loud roar can be heard coming from subject's left. Subject screams and starts running down the trail. Every 10 seconds, the sound of steps coming from behind subject can be heard, starting off distant and increasing in volume until they appear to be less than 1 meter from the subject, at which point they stop. After running 68 more meters, subject reaches a large concrete wall with a door in it. Subject kicks the door open, revealing the main hall of the abandoned house. Subject enters, turns around, and closes the door. 2 minutes later, he opens the door again, revealing redacted street. Subject shows extreme paranoia for the following weeks, claiming to hear the same howl in the distance when alone. Effects seem to fade after redacted weeks. Subject now behaves normally. Close analysis of the audio feed revealed that a very low sound could be heard the second time subject stopped. Yeah, no shit. (895) Camera disruption. 895 is sealed, closed, and stored in an isolated underground containment cell at a depth of approximately redacted meters. No cameras, microphones, or other surveillance equipment may be brought within the 10-meter red zone radius of 895 without express permission from at least 2 Level 3 personnel. Any on-site personnel exhibiting unusual behavior or signs of psychological trauma are to be screened immediately and removed from the site or terminated as the situation warrants. 895 is an ornate oak coffin recovered from the redacted mortuary by SCP personnel on redacted date, following reports of unusual footage captured by surveillance equipment installed at that location. When questioned, mortuary staff were unable to determine the source of 895 and how it was transported to the location. Upon attempting to open 895, agents on location found the object empty. However, observers viewing the live camera feed were data redacted. Until further notice, 895 must remain closed at all times. 895 causes disruptions in video and photographic surveillance equipment within redacted meters, similar to vivid, disturbing hallucinations, with variable duration and regularity corresponding to the camera's proximity to 895. Within a range of redacted meters from 895, footage captured can cause severe psychological trauma and hysteria in most subjects. These disruptions do not extend to observers physically present within the area. Huh. So don't mess around with the coffin then. 914, we already read about this one. Oh wait, what's this? Test log. Huh. Oh yeah, this was a repeat experiment with the navigators, refined and very fine, also conducted by myself, Dr. Harp, produced identical results. However, similar experiments performed by other researchers yielded navigators lacking several of the anomalous characteristics described above. I am inclined to suggest that the outcome may be influenced by specific traits of the individual conducting the test. It's likely that the primary factors affecting the result is the subject's level of familiarity with the site. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, I think we read about this test log before. 970. All sites affected by SCP-970, the recursive room, are to be acquired by the Foundation with a suitable cover established. Civilians attempting to enter the site are to be discouraged, preferably within the boundaries of local law. Trespassers are to be administered a Class A amnestic. 970 is a spatial phenomenon wherein a collection of rooms are looped on themselves. In all cases found, this is by means of a series of doors appearing in the walls, all in a straight line, such that it is possible to walk forwards and end up at the starting position. The alteration to the rooms does not affect neighboring rooms and floors. There is as of yet no known explanation for the appearance of this phenomenon. 970-1 is a cell block within Sector Redacted, and the first example of the 970 phenomenon encountered by the Foundation. It was constructed with the intent of housing Class D personnel, and fulfilled that purpose until the redacted date, when several D classes breached containment in an escape attempt. The investigation into the incident led to the discovery that a series of doors had appeared in the cell block, leading into rooms on the opposite side of the corridor. It was quickly established that the layout of this building did not support this addition, and that the rooms were following a non-standard geometry. Since the incident, redacted further such examples of the phenomenon have been discovered, with redacted percentage of these in a redacted kilometer radius of Sector Redacted. One notable example was found within the western wing of the redacted Legislative Palace. In this instance, the Foundation was unable to acquire the affected site, and local authorities proved intractable and hostile when recommendations on security were made. $1048. I think we... Yeah, we read about this one. I have them like lined up numerically, so I could see which ones I've read and which ones I have not. Got that one done. 1123. Yeah, I think we've also read about this one. I think we read about it in the weaponry area. Last one. 1162. Yeah, I also remember I remember making a comment about how it can, literally take your arm off. Okay, so I think we've gotten through the documents we can actually find. I don't know if I actually want to go down to 049's chamber, but it's the only way we'll actually get those documents. So maybe I should. I'm gonna have to go down to C049. Uh-oh. Power's gonna go out, which is why it's good to have my night vision goggles. 3, 2, 1. There it is. So, check this out. He's not actually dead. You can see he's still breathing. Ugh. SCP-049. SCP-049 is to be contained in a secure holding cell and research sector redacted. 049 is not to be removed from its cell unless approved by a level 2 or higher personnel, before which 049 must be heavily sedated. It's humanoid in appearance, standing at 1.9 meters tall and weighing 95.3 kilograms. However, the Foundation is currently incapable of studying its face and body more fully, as it is covered in what appears to be the garb of the traditional plague doctor from 15th or 16th century Europe. 049's touch is invariably lethal to humans. After contact with 049's hand or hands, the victim hereafter referred to as 049-2, dies within moments. 049 will then produce a bag made of data expunged, containing scalpels, needle, thread, and several vials of an as yet unidentifiable substance, elsewhere within its body. Research has been unable to locate these tools when inside of 049, and begins dissecting 049-2, as well as inserting various chemicals into the body. After approximately 20 minutes, 049 will sew 049-2 back up and become docile once more. After a period of a few minutes, 049-2 will resume vital signs. However, 049-2 seems completely without higher brain functions and will wander aimlessly until it encounters another living human. At that point, 049-2's adrenaline and endorphin levels increase to approximately 300% as it attempts to kill and redacted any human beings it can find, before returning to its mindless state and wandering until it comes across more humans. At this stage, termination with extreme prejudice is allowed. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wait, we're standing inside of where it's... Oh, that's freaky. Now, if I reload, it's going to say that it didn't count these two, but we saw them together. Yeah? You sure about that? Wait. Wait, is it following me? Oh, shit, it's following me. And this is, the Alpha Warhead, I believe. Maybe. SCP-682 must be destroyed as soon as possible. At this time, no means available to SCP teams are capable of destroying SCP-682, only able to cause massive physical damage. 682 should be contained within a 5 by 5 by 5 meter chamber with 25.4 centimeter reinforced acid-resistant steel plate lining all inside surfaces. Any attempts of SCP-682 to move, speak, or breach containment should be reacted to quickly and with full force, as called for by the circumstances. It's a large, vaguely reptile-like creature of unknown origin. It appears to be extremely intelligent and was observed to engage in complex communication with 079 during their limited time of exposure. 682 appears to have a hatred of all life, which has been expressed in several interviews during containment. 682 has always been observed to have extremely high strength, speed, and reflexes, though exact levels vary with its form. 682's physical body grows and changes very quickly, growing or decreasing in size as it consumes or sheds material. 682 gains energy from anything it ingests, organic or inorganic. Digestion seems to be aided by a set of filtering gills inside of its nostrils, which are able to remove unusable matter from any liquid solution, enabling it to constantly regenerate from the acid it is contained in. Its regenerative capabilities and resilience are staggering, and 682 has been seen moving and speaking with its body, 87% destroyed or rotted. We don't look. We don't look. We don't look. We don't look at its face. We also don't walk into Tesla gates. Just don't look at it, and you'll be fine. Why are there so many 966 here? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, don't look at it. Open the... Where am I? Oh. Yeah, I think we're fine. Gotta hate those things. I don't think I ever actually found a document on 077. Oh, well there was another clipboard here. So that's cool. So I guess there was actually a total of 3 clipboards in the... It's missing. That's not good. Didn't it also say its class was Keter? Euclid. Okay. So we're just gonna make our way towards the entrance zone. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. I also got some, This video is probably gonna be uploaded, like... Hello? Object classes. Containment classes are for the purpose of identifying containment needs, research priority, budgeting, and I should probably close that. Budgeting and other considerations. An SCP's containment class is determined by a number of factors, but the most important factors are the difficulty and the purpose of its containment. This is the contain part of Secure, Contain, Protect. Safe class SCPs are anomalies that are easily and safely contained. This is often due to the fact that the Foundation has researched the SCP well enough that containment does not require significant resources, or that the anomalies require a specific and conscious activation or trigger. Classifying an SCP as safe, however, does not mean that handling or activating it does not pose a threat. Euclid-class SCPs are anomalies that require more resources to contain completely or where containment isn't always reliable. Usually this is because the SCP is insufficiently understood or inherently unpredictable. Euclid is a containment class with the greatest scope, and it's usually a safe bet that an SCP will be this class if it doesn't easily fall into any other standard containment classes. Keter class SCPs are anomalies that are exceedingly difficult to contain consistently or reliably, with containment procedures often being extensive and complex. The Foundation often can't contain these SCPs well due to not having a solid understanding of the anomaly, or lacking the technology to properly contain or counter it. A Keter SCP does not mean the SCP is dangerous, just that it is simply very difficult or costly to contain. Apollyon is considered a secondary class, not a containment class. I was saying I found some other standalone SCP experiences, and since I read all the lore in this one, I won't have to read the lore in the other one, unless it brings more information, which I'll have to check first. Where are you guys at? Where are you guys at? Oh! Gate A is over that way. You know, I really wanted to see them carry 173 back to their cell, but I don't see that happening here. Which really sucks, because it would be really cool. It's happened, but it takes some serious finesse to actually get it to work. Oh, yeah, here we go. I turned on a mod that actually makes it easier to see where the, see what I'm doing. Doesn't help with, this, though. Alright, well... I'm gonna play it risky here. I need to get me a cup of Estes if I'm gonna do this. Three, 2, 1, go! You fuck! Can you not get in my way? No.
demonstrates extraordinary luck.
What? Hey!
Ability to predict even the most unpredictable of hazards, almost as if it has performed these impossible tasks several times before. Further testing is required to determine whether the subject should receive SCP classification.
Wait, I loaded game. What happened? I can't see anything. Oh my, you know what? I'll take it. I'll happily take it. That's one of the greatest ways to end off this run.